I think Prime Minister would be serenading MBZ. He received him at the airport, as you can see in the pictures, with that customary hug, and he would be serenading him at the Sabarmati Ashram as well.
Abhishek, stay with me. Staying with the pictures now. Australia, Tanzania, Morocco, Mozambique, South Korea, Thailand, Estonia, Bangladesh, Singapore, UAE, the United Arab Emirates, UK, Germany, Norway, Finland, Netherlands, Russia, Rwanda, Japan, Indonesia, Vietnam, presenting information about their industries at the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. What are some of the big takeaways expected from this particular event and this edition of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, Abhishek? Because we speak of every state having its own event. Why is this special, and what are some of the big takeaways this year?
Well, the biggest takeaway is that even in the last edition, I believe there were only about a dozen and a half foreign governments represented. This time it's 36, Niranjan. And so that gives you an idea of the kind of buzz that has got created, the kind of attractive platform that Vibrant Gujarat has become. And this is the most high-profile visitor as chief guest in MBZ after Shinzo Abe, and the number of MOUs that get signed, the number of projects that get conceived at this platform is tremendously mind-blowing. And all remember is just limited to Gujarat. So if you're looking at say 500 or 600 projects worth lakhs of crores of rupees, I remember the figure had crossed about 10 lakh crore mark in the 2013 edition itself. And subsequently, I've seen the Gujarat government officials and the Prime Minister himself saying that this is not about numbers of or the figures of investment promised, but about the kind of branding, the brand positioning that happens of Gujarat. So I think the biggest takeaway, Niranjan, would be the fillip that Prime Minister wants to Gift City, which is Gujarat Gandhinagar's showcase finance tech city that has been developed on the outskirts of Gandhinagar, and that is one of the another one of the pet projects of Prime Minister. And he has invested a lot of personal capital in terms of its appointments, even now monitoring from the PMO about so as to develop the Gift City as an alternative to not just Mumbai but to even Singapore in terms of making it the finance tech capital of Asia and beyond. So I think in that sense, you can expect that there would be some focus on Gift City. Of course, also, Niranjan, a lot of focus on the bullet train, the final 100% land acquisition for which was announced yesterday by the Railway Minister, Ashwini Vaishnav. And Prime Minister is in fact going to go and check the real life for a model of the bullet train that will run between Ahmedabad and Mumbai and is being built with Japanese assistance. So I think those are going to be the specifics. But apart from that, there is a long list of top corporate honchos and CEOs that's going to be there, not just from India, but from abroad, and to be there for 2 days, next 2 days, networking among themselves, engaging with the Prime Minister and meeting other world leaders. It's becoming a Davos of the East, as Prime Minister would initially call it, in terms of becoming a platform where everyone comes and does networking over 2 days, and generally bonds were the main theme being India's progress. Of course, in this case, from Gujarat, but it's about the rest of the country as well, because any project, for example, Gift City, if it progresses and takes the kind of shape that it is ultimately intended to, obviously it's going to attract talent from across the country and the world, and it's going to have its own development impact and imprint on the economy of the country. So I think in that sense, this is a very significant event, has shaped up well. But in the pictures as of now, of course, we are seeing a soft power push there with the roadshow that is traversing through the roads of Ahmedabad. Only a small part of Ahmedabad from the airport to the Sabarmati Ashram. Actually a 7 or 8 kilometer long strip, but truncated because of security reasons to 3 kilometers. But then you are seeing cultural presentations on both the sides of the roads, flags of India and UAE, and the fact that the Prime Minister has called MBZ brother really shows that the kind of very personal connect that is there between the two leaders. I think this is also an opportunity for the Prime Minister to really show. I don't know whether he would be taken to the Sidi Zayed Mosque in Ahmedabad like Shinzo Abe was taken, whether it is going to just stand at Sabarmati Ashram, or whether over the next 2 days that MBZ is there, not 2 days but till tomorrow evening, till the inauguration of the summit. After that, in between the 36 hours that MBZ spends in Ahmedabad, is he going to, for example, visit the Sidi Zayed Mosque, another landmark in Ahmedabad, going back to the Sultanate era, and do some sightseeing, for example, of the Adalaj stepwell. There are so many things that MBZ can do in terms of that soft power push and the cultural imprint. It seems that the two leaders have decided not to be in an open jeep. They are inside only because of security reasons. And the kind of welcome that we are seeing being given to MBZ, I think it must be overwhelming. Not often that this kind of pulling out of stops happens for any leader. That gives you an idea of the kind of chemistry, bonding, and understanding that's there between Prime Minister Modi and Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Niranjan.
Abhishek, I'll give you a breather. Abhishek, just to talk over these pictures. I also have Priyanka joining us on the broadcast. And Priyanka, looking at Abhishek has of course summed up everything that there is to this big event, the significance of it, the dignitaries who are arriving, and what it could bring to the state of Gujarat, like it has been bringing in over a decade and a half and more. Talking about the Vibrant Gujarat Summit and especially this particular roadshow, what's the message here, Priyanka, and what kind of preparations have been made? It must be a fortress there, given so many dignitaries coming in from over nearly 35 countries.
Well, that's right, Niranjan. And, just adding to what Abhishek was also mentioning about the two countries, because the kind of preparations that have been made for MBZ, in fact, to carry out along with the UAE delegation, that helps us understand the direction that both the countries are going to be taking together as far as the agreements that might be signed in the backdrop of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. A very important part, if we talk about the entire itinerary of the Prime Minister along with the UAE President, as of now, they are on the road show, on this 5-kilometer long road show that they are carrying out. All the delegation is also riding together. The cavalcade of the delegation of India and the UAE, in fact, is traveling together along with both the leaders, the Prime Minister and the President. And we'd like to show you the kind of decorations along the entire road show that have also been done, the cultural programs that are being carried out. But what helps us understand further is that both the leaders, in fact, are going to be breaking bread today. They are going to be riding together towards the Raj Bhavan, and they are perhaps also going to be having dinner together, is what we've been given to understand. And very importantly, tomorrow is the main inauguration of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. When in the inauguration ceremony, the UAE President MBZ, in fact, is the chief guest, and both the leaders are going to be sharing the stage once again post the 1st of December event in the backdrop of the COP28 summit, when both the leaders had been seen together, and now once again both of them are going to be sharing a stage once again as well. And important to note that in February as well, the Prime Minister is slated to visit to the UAE once again, and both the leaders are going to be meeting there. The Prime Minister, in fact, is traveling to UAE in February to inaugurate a temple, a Swaminarayan temple, and in the backdrop of that, both the leaders are going to be meeting. Apart from that, of course, the bilateral meets and the closed-door meeting, the one-on-one meetings that are slated between the two leaders is from today itself, that both the leaders are going to be having dinner together, and then perhaps tomorrow they are also going to be having meeting in the backdrop of the entire inauguration ceremony, because tomorrow is the one day, in fact, the first day of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit officially, and there will be a lot of country seminars as well that will take place, not just of the UAE, because as you very rightly pointed out, Niranjan, over 31 countries that are partner countries this time for the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, and all of them are going to be having their own sessions as far as the agreements in the bilateral direction that they can take along with India India. And those sessions are also going to be conducted with high-level delegations who are already here in Gandhinagar, and many of them are slated to come tomorrow as well. Today we had also seen the closed-door meeting of the Prime Minister along with the President of Mozambique, and there are global CEOs as well who are already coming here to the Mahatma Mandir, and the Prime Minister is having a closed-door meeting with all of them, a one-on-one discussion between all of them. But of course, the highlight was this roadshow between the two leaders, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the UAE President, who are now on their way towards Gandhinagar. And we are being told that perhaps there might be a stop at the Sabarmati Ashram as well, as Abhishek was pointing out a lot of points, a lot of areas that they could stop at. But because of security reasons, that has not been slated out. And perhaps tomorrow, when the visits might happen, is when we will be able to see both the leaders together, starting with the inauguration ceremony when both of them are going to be sharing a stage.
Thank you for joining us with those inputs, Priyanka. The vibrant Gujarat summit, you just saw the pictures of the Prime Minister with the head of the United Arab Emirates there in a roadshow shortly after landing. A 3-kilometer roadshow, pictures of which we've been broadcasting here on Republic TV. Priyanka, thank you for joining us here on Republic TV on This Is Exclusive this evening. And on to the big breaking story from Karnataka. In fact, the government has been walking on thin ice in Karnataka. And it appears now that there's a churn in the state of Karnataka because there's a demand. While there is one chief minister whose name is Siddaramaiah and there's a deputy chief minister called D.K. Shivakumar, there is a race in Karnataka to add more deputy chief ministers. And not one, not two, not three. Over 20 to 30 leaders. These are MLAs who've gone on record, many of them ministers who are asking for more deputy chief ministers to be brought in, which could mean it won't just be D.K. Shivakumar. With him, at least 3 to 4 more deputy chief ministers. And it appears that the High Command may just give in to that demand. And what happens if they give in to that demand? We are hearing here on Republic TV that if there are more than one deputy chief ministers, that is, if D.K. Shivakumar is not the only one, and if more deputy chief ministers are brought in, there is a probability that he will resign. And he is not happy with what is going on. D.K. Shivakumar is reportedly not happy with what is going on, and he's also conveyed his feelings to the High Command. We're getting in some breaking news to that effect, and also an update that at least 28 ministers will be called to Delhi. The entire cabinet being called to Delhi to discuss what's going on in Karnataka. There's a big churn. The government has been on very, very thin ice, Prajwal. What is going on? Do we have more details? What I've picked up is that he's not happy. He's saying that if more deputy chief ministers are brought in, he will step down. This is one of the possibilities. Prajwal.
Absolutely, Niranjan. From what we get to understand, all these 28 ministers, apart from Lakshmi Hebalkar, have been called to New Delhi, and they will be leaving, in fact, tomorrow evening as well. And we also saw the hectic parlays that happened last night as well, where Randeep Singh Surjewala, the Karnataka state in charge, also had a meeting with 7 disgruntled ministers as well, because now the quota wars is also intensifying in the state of Karnataka, because now they state that apart from a Vokkaliga deputy chief minister, they also want representation from the Lingayat community, the backward classes, as well as the minorities community in itself. And the front runners are Dr. G. Parmeshwara, BZ Zamir Ahmad Khan, as well as Mr. M.B. Patil in himself. So therefore, looking at all of these permutation and combinations, it looks like there is a likely possibility. But on the other hand, we are also getting an information that Randeep Singh Surjewala has strongly stood behind D.K. Shivakumar. The High Command is rallying behind D.K. Shivakumar, and they are stating that wait till the Lok Sabha polls and then we will go ahead and make a decision, because this will also depend on the prospects of the Congress party in the state of Karnataka in the upcoming Lok Sabha polls as well. And K.N. Rajanna, in an exclusive to Republic, has also gone ahead and stated that what's absolutely wrong in this, because if we go ahead and appeal to all the communities as well, we will definitely go ahead and win more seats, and there should be absolutely no harm. So therefore, Surjewala's diktat has been 3. 1, first and foremost, do not go ahead and give out public comments as well. Secondly, leave this particular decision to the High Command. Thirdly, make sure that all your decisions will be conveyed directly to the High Command. They will take your opinion, but they will also collect the opinion of the Chief Minister as well. So therefore, we also saw that D.K. Shivakumar, who soon as he landed at the Kempegowda International Airport, rushed to a private hotel where the Chief Minister was already having a meeting with Randeep Singh Surjewala as well. So all said and done, anything can happen, because you were pointing out it's not just 1, 2 or 3, but it might even go to 4 or 5 deputy chief ministers as well. And in this scenario, DK Shivakumar has clearly gone ahead and pointed out that he will be the one who will step back, and he will not be a deputy chief minister anymore. And also, let's not forget the fact that Baswaraj Rai Reddy has stated that the post of the deputy chief minister is constitutionally not recognized. It is only a ceremonious position, and that has happened only because the chief minister Siddaramaiah accepted to go ahead and give this position as well. So somewhere seemingly like Siddaramaiah's faction is going all guns blazing against DK Shivakumar. But what will be the deputy chief minister and the KPCC president's next move is something that needs to be seen, which only time can go ahead and answer.
So the next few months are critical here in Karnataka. Next few weeks, I beg your pardon, not a few months. Next few weeks are critical because if the ministers are travelling to Delhi, it certainly means that all's not well within the Congress party here in Karnataka. And it hasn't been well with factional wars and comments being made against each other. One leader attacking each other in public, and several times the High Command has had to intervene. And this time around, once again, they've been called to Delhi. Here are some more responses coming in as the BJP, watching what's going on, targeted the Congress party.
Mr. Rai Reddy is telling the truth. He knows the inside story. How day-to-day management they are doing. Every day they have to collect, and whatever cash comes, that much only they should spend. That is the whole issue. See, economy is one thing, but managing revenue is another thing. The officials are feeling the heat, and that's what Rai Reddy has reflected. But the Honorable Chief Minister is not ready to agree. The fact is that the government is going to be a disaster as far as their management of finances are concerned. The entire budget is not been started working now. We are already in the month of January. January is also completing. So when they are going to do it? For example, Kalyan Karnataka, the Honorable Governor has given sanction for 3,000 crores about 2 months back. 3,000 crores has been released for 2 months back. Not even a single Naya Paisa has been expenditure, booked expenditure.
Are these funds being diverted?
Yeah, all these funds are diverted to the guarantees.
Sir, lastly, sir, we are seeing, as you were saying, but on the other side, we are also seeing that there is massive infighting. They are doing 3 deputy chief ministers, cabinet reshuffle. Is it only to divert the interests of the people, or how is it?
See, the entire government is involved only in politicking and saving their seats and their skin.
We're taking a short break here on Republic TV, and on This Is Exclusive. When we come back, getting you the other big headlines we've been tracking, including the seat-sharing crisis within the India alliance. Details are coming up. Top sources saying Congress has now conceded to being a junior partner. There's a big development in the disqualification of Sena MLAs in Maharashtra, the Shinde faction. Maharashtra Speaker saying that the verdict is tomorrow.
केंट से पानी होता है 100% प्योर।
केंट आरओ प्योरिटी दिखाता भी है।
केंट देता है सबसे शुद्ध पानी।
यादगार होता है हर एक किस्सा। इको रिट्रीट ओडिशा।
it's a competitive market and consumers should be spoiled for choices. That's what we always believe. So if you are good, the consumers will choose you. We are already among the top 5 brands globally and in India. Less than 10K. Phantom V Fold, we were the number 2 to bring in the Fold segment, a price which was less than 100K. We were the first to bring a flip phone, which was also the first in the segment. So Techno always is segment first or India first. And all these phones are made in India, made by Indians. So we believe in Digital India, Atmanirbhar Bharat.
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, सस्ती दवाई, अच्छी दवाई, कम से कम 75% डिस्काउंट। अब तक जरूरतमंदों के 23,000 करोड़ रुपए बचे। हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
Getting in another big exclusive here on This Is Exclusive this evening. Maharashtra Speaker Rahul Narvekar spoke to Republic TV on the possible verdict tomorrow in the case of disqualification of the Shiv Sena MLAs. He spoke to us. He spoke about the legalities. He spoke about the procedure which is now ended. Rahul Narvekar speaking to Republic TV.
Sir, I just wanted to know, tomorrow is the order. So, will the verdict, can we expect a verdict tomorrow?
Yeah.
And on what, what would be the course of action? If you could just give me 2 minutes ka quote.
Course of action will be what will pronounce the order.
And on what grounds would you be, detailing the facts, and after that the order can come?
So we'll pronounce the operative part. The parties can apply for the certified copy of the detailed order.
Apart from this, the Uddhav faction has already filed another affidavit in the Supreme Court stating that they are in fact targeting your and Chief Minister Eknath Shinde's meeting as well. What do you think about that? Uddhav Thackeray is running.
I think it is a cry of a helpless leader, because he's been a chief minister himself, who should know that the speaker, while adjudicating issues pertaining to disqualification, also has other official business to transact and do. I'm also MLA. I've got issues pertaining to my constituency. I've got the legislative board which I head, which CM is a member of. There are regular interaction between the chief minister and the speaker with regards to those issues. Then, first of all, this meeting was scheduled on the 3rd of January, but because I fell ill, that could not take place. And then this was rescheduled to Sunday when I recovered. So it's not that I met him 2 days and 3 days before. It was a pre-scheduled meeting, and this meeting was scheduled to discuss the issues pertaining to the CM has the urban development portfolio regarding the Kolaba Narman Point connector.
Right.
And with regards to certain issues pertaining to the recruitment of permanent employees in the Vidhan Bhavan.
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, हर घर पहुंचेगा नल से जल। अब तक 13.5 करोड़ से अधिक नल कनेक्शन। हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
आपने सोमानी का नया रोल देखा? वही स्टाइल और रेंज सोमानी बाथवेयर में भी। सोमानी बाथवेयर।
12 बजने वाली है, क्रिसमस साथ मनाएं। हम जिससे प्यार करते हैं वो मर जाए, हमारे लिए उसका प्यार मर जाए। मरते तो हम ही है ना।
उड़े देश का आम आदमी। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के इस विजन ने रीजनल एंड इंटरनेशनल एयर कनेक्टिविटी को दिए हैं नए आयाम। नए भारत का नया उत्तर प्रदेश बनकर उभरा है सर्वाधिक इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट वाला राज्य। भगवान बुद्ध की तपोभूमि कुशीनगर में इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट शुरू होने के 25 महीने में ही मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री राम की जन्मभूमि अयोध्या में प्रारंभ हुआ है। महर्षि वाल्मीकि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय हवाई अड्डा अयोध्या धाम का संचालन।
जब नियत नेक हो तो इसी तरह से काम होता है, इसी तरह के नतीजे मिलते हैं। ये अयोध्या नगरी भी तो इसकी साक्षी है।
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के नेतृत्व में देश के एविएशन मैप के शीर्ष पर है उत्तर प्रदेश। एयरपोर्ट से ऊंची उड़ान, कनेक्टिविटी को नई पहचान।
Tussle over the seat sharing within the I-India alliance continues. Top sources say the Congress has even conceded to be a junior partner in Delhi and in Punjab. It is Nitish's party versus the left in Bihar now as the JDU offers just one seat to the CPI. Big churn in the state of Karnataka. Sources say DK Shivkumar is upset with the 4 deputy chief ministers' demand. With 13 days to go, India awaiting the mega inauguration, but Mamata Banerjee calls the Ram Mandir a quote-unquote election gimmick. Days after the attack on its officials, the ED director meets with the Bengal governor, also expresses concern. Ram Temple taking shape. First images of the Swarn Dwar have been accessed. A very good evening. You're watching Republic and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. Let's begin this edition of the news with a quick update that's coming in vis-a-vis the state of West Bengal that has seen unprecedented action. Remember, you've seen an attack there on the Enforcement Directorate team. Until now, Mamata Banerjee has continued to be silent, but she's breaking her silence now. And she said that all that has happened was a drama. And she says that the ministers are being raided without any legitimate cases against them.
তৃণমূলের নামে ভয় পায়, তৃণমূলকে দেখলে কাঁপে। তাই মনে রাখবেন, তৃণমূলের বাড়ি বাড়ি গিয়ে সাজিয়ে নাটক করে তৃণমূলের নেতা নেত্রীদের গ্রেফতার করা হচ্ছে। ভাবছে ভোটের আগে সবাইকে গ্রেফতার করি, তাহলে এলাকা খালি হয়ে যাবে আর পুরো বিজেপি ডুকডুকি বাজাবে ওখানে। অত সোজা নয়, বিনা যুদ্ধে 1 ইঞ্চি জমি আমরা ছাড়বো না। তৃণমূলের নামে ভয় পায়, তৃণমূলকে দেখলে কাঁপে। তাই মনে রাখবেন, তৃণমূলের বাড়ি বাড়ি গিয়ে সাজিয়ে নাটক করে তৃণমূলের নেতা নেত্রীদের গ্রেফতার করা হচ্ছে। ভাবছে ভোটের আগে সবাইকে গ্রেফতার করি, তাহলে এলাকা খালি হয়ে যাবে আর পুরো বিজেপি ডুকডুকি বাজাবে ওখানে। অত সোজা নয়, বিনা যুদ্ধে 1 ইঞ্চি জমি আমরা ছাড়বো না।
So Mamata Banerjee believes that all that happened was a drama, and we'll let you, the viewers, decide whether that should be the response from the state chief minister. Let's shift our focus now to the next quick update. This is coming in from the state of Uttar Pradesh, where the chief minister, Yogi Adityanath, has said that the Sri Ram Lalla life consecration ceremony will be declared as a national festival holiday in educational institutions on 22nd of January. What this means is that the Uttar Pradesh schools and colleges will remain shut on that day. And he also has said that it should be a holiday that possibly could be declared vis-a-vis the other private institutions also. Will that happen or not? We do not know, but this is all the preparations in the build-up to the big event, the consecration of the Ram Mandir that happens on the 22nd of this month. And this has been a demand that has been raised by certain quarters, whether 22nd of January could be declared a holiday, because it's a big momentous day and people across the country would want to participate in that consecration ceremony in some form or the other. Though remember, this is still the choice and the decision of respective states. Right now, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister has declared that the Uttar Pradesh schools and colleges will remain shut on January the 22nd. And Abhishek, I'm told, is also joining us. Okay, we'll connect with him in just a moment. But right now, the story as it stands is that the UP government has declared January 22nd a national festival. And the reason why all schools and colleges in the state of Uttar Pradesh will remain shut. The UP Chief Minister earlier was also in Ayodhya, taking a stock of the preparations, and those are the images that you see there right now playing out on the right of your screens. And now let's shift our focus to a news related to the Ram Mandir, but this is not in the country, this is across the country, as the world will be celebrating the Grand Temple inauguration. Members of the Hindu-American community held a huge car rally across Houston, stopping at about 11 temples along the way amidst bhajans and slogans in praise of Lord Ram.
With just days to go for the Grand Ram Mandir inauguration, euphoria is in the air. These were scenes in Houston as thousands await Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Hindu-American community members organized a car rally in Houston ahead of the Ram Temple consecration ceremony in Ayodhya. The rally, spanning 3 miles and involving 216 cars, made stops at 11 temples, with participants singing bhajans and chanting Jai Shri Ram. Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America extended a formal invitation to temple officials for the Ayodhya consecration ceremony on January 22nd. Over 500 cars carrying saffron banners depicting the Ram Temple, the Indian flag and the US flag participated in the event. Around 2,000 devotees, both young and old and some teary-eyed, welcomed the procession at the temples. The rally was coordinated by volunteers in Houston, marking a unique and historic event for the community. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
We head into a break right now. On the other side, more details of what possibly could be a big churn in the state of Karnataka. Sources say DK Shivkumar is upset with 4 deputy chief ministers' demand.
$15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
इस दुनिया में बस हम दो हैं, दुनिया जिनकी दीवानी है। आ रहे हैं हम दोनों।
जहां यादगार होता है हर एक किस्सा। इको रिट्रीट उड़ीसा।
मुथूट फाइनेंस, भारत का नंबर 1 सबसे भरोसेमंद फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज ब्रांड। गोल्ड लोन के लिए अभी कॉल करें 1-800-313-1212।
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, सबका अपने पक्के घर का सपना होगा पूरा। 4 करोड़ पक्के घरों का निर्माण, हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
आपने सोमानी का नया रोल देखा? वही स्टाइल और रेंज सोमानी बाथवेयर में भी। सोमानी बाथवेयर।
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation. So I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne. So now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
बादलों पे चल के हवाओं से मिलके मैं बनाऊंगा हौसलों को कस के तूफानों से लड़के मैं बनाऊंगा रोशनी के टुकड़ों से अंधेरे को हरा के मैं बनाऊंगा उम्मीदों के पंख कंधों पे लगा के मैं बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत बनाऊंगी मैं तो बनेगा भारत
The vertical velocity is now being constantly reduced.
India is on the moon.
बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत बनाऊंगा मैं तो
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत। AMNS India, smarter steels, brighter futures.
Dadu,
Yes?
what does premium mean?
Beta, premium you can say is like petrol. The car will keep going till the time it has petrol. Once petrol is over, the car stops.
But Dad, this time even if the petrol is over, our car won't stop.
How come?
With LIC's Jeevan Labh, even after the premium payment tenure is over, the policy's benefits continue.
That means our journey of happiness will continue non-stop.
LIC, हर पल आपके साथ।
3 से 4 व्हीलर में अपग्रेड तो करना है, पर इसमें से क्या खास बात है?
इसमें एक खासियत हो तो बताएं। टाटा इस गोल्ड पेट्रोल CX में है दमदार इंजन जो दे बढ़िया पिकअप, बड़ी और स्ट्रॉन्ग लोड बॉडी और मेंटेनेंस एकदम कम। तो अब सोचो, समझो और टाटा इस गोल्ड पेट्रोल CX लो।
Indian Navy's INS Kabra arrived in Colombo in Sri Lanka, strengthening bilateral ties. The ship's commanding officer has met with the Sri Lankan Navy officials, emphasizing cooperation. The Bihar BJP president has hit out at Lalu Prasad Yadav and said that he's a symbol of corruption, and he again reiterates that he was involved in the fodder scam. Youth Congress Kerala state president has been taken into custody by the police in relation to the recent violent protest during the Secretariat March. The protest was organized to highlight alleged atrocities against the Youth Congress workers. We head into a break right now. On the other side, with just 13 days to go now, as India awaits the mega inauguration, opposition parties, including Mamata Banerjee, continue to mock it. Mamata says the Ram Mandir is just an election gimmick.
Just another tycoon. Hustling way too early in the morning. Passing on this happy tune. Helping babies feel at ease. Aw, all kinds of babies. No drive is just another drive when you're in a tycoon. Volkswagen.
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, किसानों को हर साल रुपए 6,000, 11 करोड़ 80 लाख किसानों को अब तक 2,60,000 करोड़ रुपए की सहायता। हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
केंट से पानी होता है 100% प्योर।
केंट आरओ प्योरिटी दिखाता भी है।
केंट देता है सबसे शुद्ध पानी।
भाई इतनी बड़ी टाइल,
इतनी बड़ी बड़ी हिट्स आप लोगों ने मुझे दी हैं। टाइल्स तो बड़े होने चाहिए। सोमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, टाइलों का सबसे बड़ा भाई। सोमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, जमीन से जुड़े।
Where does the future lie? Future is right here in the air. In the hopes, powered by original thoughts and ideations, the future lies in the bedrock principles of this place. The future lies in the futuristic vision of this place. The future thrives in conservation of nature here. The future lies in the perseverance of people in this place. The future is emerging right here on this unique global platform. The future is in the interest of all nations present on this global platform. This platform is the reflection of our philosophy of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit is a paragon of unity, trust and collective efforts. A bright future was envisioned on this platform. It is the growth engine of Vikasit Bharat, which was accomplished in a short period of time. Once again, under the aegis of Amrit Kal's Vikasit Bharat, the gates to the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit 2024 open with grace and grandeur. The gateway to the future beckons. Welcome to Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit 2024.
Maoists, the security forces have defused a 15 kg IED that was planted by the Maoists. A 15 kg IED was discovered near Potakapalli area of Chhattisgarh. The explosive device was intended to target soldiers from 212 Battalion CRPF and District Force during a joint operation. The incident occurred in the camp of Potakapalli area under the jurisdiction of Kistaram Police Station. While conducting area domination, forces including 212 Battalion CRPF and district forces successfully defused the IED.
– 15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Tata.tv
उड़े देश का आम आदमी। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के इस विजन ने रीजनल एंड इंटरनेशनल एयर कनेक्टिविटी को दिए हैं नए आयाम। नए भारत का नया उत्तर प्रदेश बनकर उभरा है सर्वाधिक इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट वाला राज्य। भगवान बुद्ध की तपोभूमि कुशीनगर में इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट शुरू होने के 25 महीने में ही मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री राम की जन्मभूमि अयोध्या में प्रारंभ हुआ है। महर्षि वाल्मीकि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय हवाई अड्डा अयोध्या धाम का संचालन।
जब नियत नेक हो तो इसी तरह से काम होता है, इसी तरह के नतीजे मिलते हैं। ये अयोध्या नगरी भी तो इसकी साक्षी है।
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के नेतृत्व में देश के एविएशन मैप के शीर्ष पर है उत्तर प्रदेश। एयरपोर्ट से ऊंची उड़ान, कनेक्टिविटी को नई पहचान।
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
आपने सोमानी का नया रोल देखा? वही स्टाइल और रेंज सोमानी बाथवेयर में भी। सोमानी बाथवेयर।
बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बादलों पे चल के हवाओं से मिलके मैं बनाऊंगा, उम्मीदों के पंख कंधों पे लगा के मैं बनाऊंगा, बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत,
बनाऊंगी मैं तो बनेगा।
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत। AMNS इंडिया, स्मार्टर स्टील्स, ब्राइटर फ्यूचर्स।
इस पल को मुमकिन करने के लिए आदित्य ने पहले से ही शुरुआत कर दी थी।
ये पल सच हुआ, ये पल आंखें कभी नम कर जाता, ये पल।
और म्यूचुअल फंड से शुरुआत करना जिम्मेदारी की निशानी है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, कोई नहीं रहेगा भूखा। हर महीने 80 करोड़ लोगों को मिल रहा है मुफ्त राशन। हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
इस दुनिया में बस हम दो हैं, दुनिया जिनकी दीवानी है। आ रहे हैं हम दोनों।
आज ये फिर से वही मामला उठाएंगे और आप लोगों को दिमागों में वो बातें डालेंगे मैं बयान नहीं कर सकता। अरे 370 हमने नहीं बनाया था। ये महाराजा जम्मू कश्मीर महाराजा बहादुर हरि सिंह जी ने लगाया था 1927 में। ये याद रखिए 1900 में क्यों लगाया था। उस वक्त ना हिंदुस्तान था ना पाकिस्तान था। उसको डर था कि हमारे लोग गरीब हैं और ये पंजाब से लोग आएंगे, यहाँ बस जाएंगे और हमारे गरीब लोग अपनी ज़मीनें बेच डालेंगे। इनको बचाने के लिए उसने कानून लाया। कहा नौकरी का कानून उन्होंने लाया कि कोई नौकरी यहाँ बाहर का नहीं ले सकता। यहाँ के बाशिंदे जो हैं, जम्मू के हों, कश्मीर के हों, लद्दाख के हैं, उसको देंगे हम नौकरी। ये था 370 उस वक्त। साल देखिए, इन्हें बड़े ढोल बजाए और कमाल ये ना कि जम्मू वालों ने बहुत ढोल बजाए और ढोल बजाए के साथ 370 खत्म, बहुत अच्छा हुआ। आज पता लग रहा क्या हो रहा है। आज कहाँ है जम्मू वाले की नौकरी, जैसे अभी इन्होंने फरमाया, कहाँ है? एक नौकरी थी, वो भी केरला से आया यहां नौकरी करने। क्या हमारे लोग बेवकूफ हैं? क्या हमारे यहां पुलिस में सब बाहर से आएंगे? क्या हमारे लोग इतने गधे हैं कि वो डीजी नहीं बन सकते, वो आईजी नहीं बन सकते, वो सुपरिटेंडेंट पुलिस नहीं बन सकते? वो क्या उनको सिपाही रहना है सिर्फ?
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Just another tycoon. Hustling way too early in the morning. Passing on this happy tune. Helping babies feel at ease. Aw, all kinds of babies. No drive is just another drive when you're in a tycoon.
Volkswagen. Kent से पानी होता है 100% प्योर।
केंट आरओ प्योरिटी दिखाता भी है।
केंट देता है सबसे शुद्ध पानी।
हो बिजनेस बढ़ाना, गुड़िया को पढ़ाना या मिसेस के साथ वेकेशन, लो मुथूट फाइनेंस गोल्ड लोन, भरोसा इंडिया का, भरोसा इंडिया का।
मुथूट फाइनेंस, भारत का नंबर 1 सबसे भरोसेमंद फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज ब्रांड। गोल्ड लोन के लिए अभी कॉल करें 1-800-313-1212।
भाई इतनी बड़ी टाइल,
इतनी बड़ी बड़ी हिट्स आप लोगों ने मुझे दी हैं। टाइल्स तो बड़े होने चाहिए। सुमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, टाइलों का सबसे बड़ा भाई। सुमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, जमीन से जुड़े।
गाड़ी लेने से पहले टाटा एस गोल्ड पेट्रोल CX का दिल, यानी इसका इंजन देखा। ये इतना बढ़िया है कि 18 किलोमीटर प्रति लीटर तक का माइलेज तो हंसते हंसते दे जाएगा। अब तेल के दाम तो बराबर ही है, पर इस गाड़ी की कीमत है कम, इसलिए अब हर ट्रिप में खर्चा है कम और मुनाफा ज्यादा। तो अब सोचो समझो और टाटा एस गोल्ड पेट्रोल CX।
Eat it on time and please ride the bike slowly.
Okay.
And this is for your safety.
Arey, I almost forgot.
LIC.
This is for our safety. दिल की सुनो।
LIC चलो।
LIC हर पल आपके साथ।
Stop at nothing. That's a key word for Techno, and I'm being associated with Techno last 3 months, and I'm really happy because the way it has picked up in last few months and where it is today, everything is made here in India, and I'm associated with a brand which is absolutely Hamara Bharat. So I'm happy with it. Whoever my fans are, please go and buy Techno mobiles. It's a phone which gives you way more features in a price I don't think any other brand would, any other mobile brand would give you that in that price. So please go ahead and buy Techno mobiles.
Biggest story tonight, powered by Century Club Prime.
Good evening and welcome, friends. This Tuesday edition of Biggest Story Tonight, in which we are going to focus on a lot of developments that have taken place in the opposition space in terms of seat sharing between the Congress and the smaller regional allies, where it seems that those allies are getting away by assigning a junior partner role to the Congress party wherever they are in the ascendant. And that's interesting to watch out whether the Congress is going to accept that role being assigned to it. But let's begin with the headlines first. Tussle over seat sharing within Indy. Top sources say Congress is now conceded to be junior partner. It's Nitish's party versus left in Bihar as JDU offers only 1 seat to CPI. Big churn in Karnataka. Sources say DK Shivakumar is upset with 4 Deputy Chief Ministers' demand. With 13 days to go, India awaits mega inauguration, but Mamata calls Ram Mandir an election gimmick. Days after attack on officials, ED director meets Bengal governor, expresses concern. Big development in disqualification of Sena MLA's case. Maharashtra Speaker says verdict tomorrow. Welcome back again. The India Alliance is readying to take the fight. The opposition is crossing the big seat share hurdle. Or are they? All is definitely not well. The Congress is no more the big brother. In fact, the party has now conceded a junior partner status. In Bihar, while the JDU and RJD are to contest on 17 seats each as per their plan, the Congress only gets 4 seats. And the CPI or CPIM, rest of the 2 seats, taking the total of Bihar to 40. Whereas in Punjab, the Aam Aadmi Party is set to fight on 7 seats and assigns 6 to the Congress. Even in the national capital, the Congress is biting the bullet on seat share because as per the proposal given by the Aam Aadmi Party, they are willing to concede 3 seats to the Congress, the grand old party, and keep 4 for themselves, or the total 7 in Delhi. In Maharashtra, the NCP and the Congress and the Ambedkar Maharashtra and the Prakash Ambedkar Party are to contest on 25 seats. It is the Uddhav Sena that is likely to contest on 23, like they had done in the last elections. So if 2019 is the benchmark for all the regional parties, the interesting bit is that the Congress might have to make those adjustments. I'm told Prakash Singh, senior editor, joins us over the phone from Patna, and let's try to understand what's really exactly happening. Prakash, you think that JDU contesting on 17 seats, RJD on 17, leaving Congress only 4 seats is a practical idea which the Congress party would accept without feeling humiliated, given the fact that in 2019 Congress had contested on 9 seats in Bihar?
Well, the Congress party, Abhishek, has no other option but to heed to the demands of this regional party players of the India Alliance, because in these states of Bihar, UP, Bengal, Jharkhand, which together combine for more than 180 odd seats or 190 seats, it's not, and the Congress party merely being relegated to a junior partner goes to state the fact that Congress party had ruled these states once upon a time till 1990, both in Bihar and UP, and in the late 70s in West Bengal, and Jharkhand obviously being a part of United Bihar. So the Congress party being relegated, they're out of question in this nearly 180-90 seats. So, and in the rest of the seats, the states they can contest. So, yes, the Congress party will have to concede rather than playing a spoil sport to the India Alliance. But it looks evident now that the big fat arrogance of the party will definitely come in the way. And as it was apprehended that the contentious issue of seat sharing would not be formalized because every party, including the regional party and the Congress party, have their own self-interest. So, on one hand, the NDA is marching ahead under the leadership of Narendra Modi in the run-up to 2024 Lok Sabha elections, and on the other hand, the India Alliance, led by Congress party, doesn't have a clear-cut agenda, narrative, or a whole strategy or a roadmap to counter Narendra Modi's popularity.
Right. Obviously, that seems to be the piquant situation the Congress party finds itself in, Prakash. And of course, this is not because of the immediate circumstances. It has been building up over the last few years and decades, perhaps, in Hindi heartland states of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and after the recent results in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh as well. Obviously, if the BJP is becoming a north party, is the Congress becoming a south party is something which the Congress leaders would need to understand. But the biggest India Alliance partner is clearly making the biggest compromise. Congress might be trying to downplay it, but the writing is clear on the wall. Listening to some of those voices coming in, including of Punjab, Unit President Amrinder Rajawadi.
इंडिया कांग्रेस कमेटी की तरफ से जो इशारा हुआ है, जहां कभी समझाया गया है, वो यही है कि 13 की 13 सीटों पर हमने चुनाव लड़ना है। गठबंधन के बारे में बहुत देर से ये चर्चाएं चल रही हैं, चर्चाओं का बाजार बहुत गर्म है, तो कभी किसी चैनल पर, कभी किसी चैनल पर। अभी 10 दिन पहले एक मीटिंग हुई थी, आज की मीटिंग में, बैठक में गठबंधन के बारे में, सीट शेयरिंग के बारे में पंजाब के लिए कोई चर्चा नहीं हुई।
कौन क्या कह रहा है पार्टी है, बंगाल क्या कह रहा है, महाराष्ट्र क्या कह रहा है, आप क्या कह रही है, इन बातों में ना मीडिया को पढ़ना चाहिए ना किसी को पढ़ना चाहिए।
खबर तो चलानी है ना।
इतना बड़ा जब ये गठबंधन बनता है, और गठबंधन बनना कोई मामूली बात नहीं होती, बहुत बड़ी चुनौती होती है, सबको कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ता है।
All right, so though the state units of both the Congress and the AAP had declared that they are not willing to share space in Punjab, the Congress seems to have conceded defeat, and after swallowing their bitter pill, has agreed to be the junior partner of the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab and Delhi. Listen to what the AAP has to say on this proposal coming in.
एक पार्टी जब अपने एक संसदीय क्षेत्र के अंदर टिकट बांटती है तो वहाँ पे 10 दावेदार होते हैं उस टिकट के। जाहिर सी बात है, आप एक को टिकट देते हो तो 10 लोग में से 9 नाराज़ होते हैं, दुखी होते हैं। और जब 2 पार्टियाँ होती हैं तो जाहिर सी बात है जो टिकट मांगने वाले लोग हैं वो और ज़्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि इसके अंदर थोड़ी परेशानी होती है, मगर इन परेशानियों के बावजूद आपको देश को बचाने के लिए जो है कुछ कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करने पड़ेंगे।
All right, the Congress is, of course, in a damage control mode. The party has now said that one must rise above the differences in the larger interest of the opposition unity. Listen to some of those voices as well.
इस समय थोड़ा सा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, क्योंकि पहले ठीक है, आप स्थानीय स्तर पर आप लड़ते थे एक दूसरे से। आप पिछले 3-4 महीने से जब गंभीरता से इंडिया अलायंस की बातचीत चल रही है, तो मेरा व्यक्तिगत मानना है कि दोनों तरफ से इस तरह की टिप्पणी नहीं होनी चाहिए। पर अधीर जी का और टीएमसी का एक पुराना व्यक्तिगत इतिहास है, तो उसको अगर परे भी रखें। खैर, ये तो जो हो रही है, बातचीत हो रही है, मुख्य तो तब पता चलेगा जब पार्टियां टेबल पर बैठेंगी और उसमें क्या अलायंस होता है, क्या नहीं होता है, किसको कितनी सीटें मिलती हैं। लेकिन जहाँ तक बंगाल की बात है, मुझे एक पूरी तरीके से विश्वास है कि बंगाल की 42 सीटें इंडिया अलायंस जीतेगी। जिस पार्टी को भी मिले, जिस पार्टी का हो, कैसा गठबंधन हो नहीं हो, पूरी 42 की सीटें जो हैं इंडिया अलायंस में जो पार्टियां हैं वही जीतेंगी।
All right, on to a breaking news development coming in which the Union Ministry of Home Affairs has now sought a report from the Bengal government after the ED team was attacked in Sandesh Khali area of North 24 Parganas. Remember, the ED team had gone for an investigation in connection with the ration scam, and they had gone there to question Trinamool leader Shahjahan Sheikh, and that's when a mob gathered and attacked the ED team, which was in fact accompanied by CRPF personnel. And yet the mob attack happened. We heard Governor of West Bengal taking a very clear position that constitutional scheme of things would kick in if the state does not take care of the law and order situation. And now we are getting to hear that the MHA, the Ministry of Home Affairs, has sought a report from Bengal government on the incident. It is clear that there is escalation building up. We had ED chief visiting Bengal and understanding what happened on the ground, and then met the governor. And now we have the MHA seeking a report from the Bengal government. We'll try and connect. We'll try and connect with Shawan Sen. In fact, Shawan is joining us over the phone. Shawan, the ED chief has been in Kolkata looking at the incident from the ground, what exactly happened. I believe there would have been some report coming in from the ED also to the Ministry of Home Affairs. And then, of course, the Bengal governor, with whom the ED chief also had a meeting. So you think the MHA action is coming in after some information had reached them about the exact nature of the law and order situation which led to the attack on the ED officials?
Well, in fact, a series of reports have already been exchanged between the Bengal unit of the Enforcement Directorate and the headquarters here in the national capital, in which they have basically detailed out the fact that there was a secret letter that was recovered by the CRPF from the main accused, Jyotipriya Malik, who is also a Trinamool Congress minister, from his possession. Now, it was in that letter, Abhishek, that a mention of Shahjahan Sheikh and Shankar Adya was made, and thereafter a decision was taken by the Enforcement Directorate to carry out searches. The initial planning was to carry out searches at 17 locations, which also looks into 3 locations linked to Shahjahan Sheikh. But what turned out there was a complete disaster. The very fact that the Enforcement Directorate, despite reaching out to Shahjahan, the Enforcement Directorate was completely blocked out, so much so that the CRPF personnel who were deployed along with the Enforcement Directorate to carry out the searches, at least 27 of them, came under complete threat of a mob that was gathered by Shahjahan Sheikh to begin with. So that is the reason why, remember, they have taken umbrage over this entire fact that at least 3 of their officers have sustained serious injuries to begin with. And secondly, they have been receiving treatment. That is the reason why a decision was taken by the current acting director of the Enforcement Directorate, Rahul Naveen, to actually travel to Kolkata, where I'm given to understand that this morning that he's also had a meeting with the special director who's based out of Kolkata. Along with him, the Zone 1 director was also present at the meeting. The Zone 2 director was also present at the meeting. And thereafter, they also visited the officers who were receiving treatment. As of now, what we do not know, Abhishek, whether at all the Directorate has come out with a full-fledged plan as to how exactly would they carry on with their investigation in the rational distribution scam. But what I understand from sources within the Enforcement Directorate, that the planning is still on, and they are certainly looking at continuing with the investigation, because they believe that from the searches that were carried out in the last few days, they have been able to gather more evidence, which suggests that it requires further investigation, something that they have also apprised the governor. They are certainly not hopeful that the West Bengal police will act on it, because despite having an FIR against Shahjahan Sheikh, no arrest has been taken so far. And even if there is an arrest, it is likely to be a sham arrest, primarily because the sections that have been invoked against Shahjahan by the West Bengal police are completely bailable offences.
If you're suggesting that these are bailable offences, Shravan, then my quick question is, by when you think that the ED could be finding Shahjahan Sheikh and arresting him?
Well, in fact, as far as the punitive action against Shahjahan Sheikh is concerned, it is likely to take place provided they are in a position to actually trace Shahjahan. As I understand from sources within the Enforcement Directorate, they've been completely clueless about the whereabouts of Shahjahan Sheikh. They also suspect that there's some sort of a protection that has been granted to him. That is the reason why it perhaps is becoming far more difficult for them. Having said that, with the kind of evidence that they have gathered from the searches that were carried out previously, a punitive action against Shahjahan Sheikh certainly cannot be ruled out.
All right. Thank you so much, Shravan, for joining us there. And moving back to our story of the churnings in the opposition space, with the Congress party being forced to compromise on the number of seats it can contest in state after state, from Punjab to Delhi to Bihar to Maharashtra. Amid all these seat-sharing talks, chorus for Nitish as PM faces growing, of course, mostly from Bihar. In a conversation with Republic, Energy Minister of Bihar, Vijayendra Yadav, said that the Indie bloc should contest the Lok Sabha elections under the leadership of Nitish Kumar, first as convener and then possibly as the PM face. Listen in to what he had to say to our senior editor Prakash Singh.
नीतीश जी तो 2022 अगस्त से ही सूत्रधार बने कि ऑपोजिशन यूनिटी हो, बार बार चाहे पूरे देश में भ्रमण किया, हर नेता से मिले।
कुमार हर बात ईमानदारी से, चाहे सरकार चलानी हो, गठबंधन चलानी हो, किसी के साथ दोस्ती हो, किसी के साथ नहीं दोस्ती हो, निर्णय लेने में कोई इधर उधर नहीं करते हैं, स्पष्ट करते हैं।
इधर गड़बड़ी किस तरफ से हुई, कांग्रेस की तरफ?
अब इस पर भी कुछ बोलना उचित नहीं है, देख लीजिए, एक आध सप्ताह के बाद बोला जाएगा।
दिल्ली मीटिंग में भी सुना जा रहा था कि संयोजक बनाया जाएगा नीतीश जी को।
तब ना अभी
नहीं, पिछले मीटिंग में, लेकिन ममता बनर्जी ने मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे का नाम प्रपोज कर दिया।
प्राइम मिनिस्टर के लिए किया। उस मीटिंग में मैं नहीं था, जो न्यूज आया उसमें सही भी होता है, गलत भी होता है, उस पर कुछ कमेंट करना उचित नहीं।
क्या लगता है नीतीश कुमार प्रधानमंत्री बनने के योग्य उम्मीदवार है?
कहीं नहीं, कौन जो लोग प्रधानमंत्री बने उसमें उससे कम योग्यता उसमें कहाँ है? कौन कौन लोग? देवगौड़ा साहब प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बने थे, गुजराल साहब नहीं बने थे, कई एक चीफ मिनिस्टर, मोदी जी भी तो पहले चीफ मिनिस्टर थे गुजरात के। इसका कोई कंपटीशन तो होता नहीं है।
लगता है कि नीतीश
मंत्री रहे नीतीश जी, उनकी अपनी खासियत रही, उस आदमी की ईमानदारी पर, उस आदमी पर कोई आरोप नहीं है, उसकी बुद्धि पर कोई उंगली नहीं उठा सकता है, तो क्यों नहीं?
क्या आपको लगता है कि नीतीश कुमार के नेतृत्व में इंडिया गठबंधन को चुनाव लड़ना चाहिए?
निश्चित रूप से इसका बहुत बड़ा लाभ होगा, चूँकि न इन पर कोई आरोप है, न कोई इन पर अटैक कर सकता है किसी मामले में, चाहे पारिवारिक का मामला हो या भ्रष्टाचार का मामला हो। इतनी स्वच्छ छवि का आदमी तो राजनीति में है ही है।
22 अगस्त से ही
बिहार All right, that was Bihar's minister and harping on the plank of Nitish being a clean leader, and that's why he should be made the face of the India alliance, and that the opposition should contest the general elections under Nitish Kumar's leadership. It seems more like the JDU leaders wanting to push the candidature of Nitish Kumar, not knowing what to do with him in Patna, and this is clearly annoying Mamata Banerjee, for example, who has proffered the name of Mallikarjun Kharge as the convener of the India Alliance, and PM face, in fact, in a way, shooting two birds with the same stone, not letting Rahul Gandhi become the face of the India Alliance and not letting Nitish Kumar either. I'm told Harsha Chandwani joins us live from New Delhi. She has been covering some of these meetings in the opposition space from where they're happening in the national capital. Harsha, please tell us whether the meeting that the Congress coordination group, which includes, among others, Mohan Prakash, Mukul Wasnik, Salman Khurshid, Ashok Gehlot, Bhupesh Baghel, have they accepted the proposals coming in from the RJD and Aam Aadmi Party and Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray, to the extent that the Congress party is going to get less seats than 2019? Is the Congress leadership willing to accept these proposals and suggestions coming from those smaller regional parties?
So Abhishek, right now I'm reporting from Mukul Wasnik's residence only. Today the meeting regarding two-state seat sharing was discussed here. The meeting went on from 4 o'clock in the evening and till now. The two states meeting, Maharashtra and UP, both the state seat sharing formula was discussed. I'll ask my camera person Ranbir to also show you the visuals. Sanjay Rao just addressed the media and clearly stated that all is well in Mahavikas Aghadi and there is no tussle if to be talked about the seat sharing formula. He also stated that Shiv Sena would be having the upper hand because it has the Maratha vote bank, Maratha cadre, and he has also stated that Shiv Sena will be in the role of big brother, and the NCP and Congress will also be getting the seat sharing, the proper arrangement which has been decided, and all are united and under the banner of India Alliance. All will together go after 20th of January. on ground amongst the voters and campaigning will soon start. Regarding the formal announcement of the seat sharing, the formal announcement he clearly stated will be done after 15th of January, but we'll take you inside Mukul Wasnik's residence only because just now what we see is that Ashok Gehlot, Nana Patole, Balasaheb Thorat, Sanjay Raut and all the leaders, Vinayak Raut, all the leaders are present here at the residence of Mukul Wasnik. Also Ram Gopal Yadav and Javed Ali, the two important Samajwadi Party leaders who were the part of the meeting of the UP seat sharing, clearly stated that the formal announcement have been done, but they didn't look much happy because Abhishek, what we know is that Samajwadi Party leader has clearly stated the conversation which earlier had between Akhilesh Yadav and the senior leaders was that Congress should only get 8 seats if the seat sharing is concerned, because in 2019 also Congress didn't get that amount of they didn't win much seats in UP, and therefore they should only contest in 8 seats. And right now also what we are seeing in visual is that Salman Khurshid right now is here at the residence of Mukul Wasnik. Let's connect and see what Salman Khurshid is stating right now, because Abhishek, we have got to know that the seat sharing arrangement has been discussed, but the formal announcement will be done soon. Right now all the leaders have clearly stated that the alliance, small alliance parties like the left parties and the Vanchit Aghadi party, all will be getting the 2 and 3 seats exactly as discussed in the meeting. But for more formal announcement we have to wait and watch. But today Maharashtra and UP states were discussed, and tomorrow possibly the discussion on the other states of the south will begin at the residence of Mukul Wasnik only. Abhishek.
All right, there seems to be some churn happening, and we can clearly see Salman Khurshid coming out speaking to the media, Harsha, and hopefully you would be able to get some words from that and bring us back up to speed on what really transpired in so far as today's meetings of the Congress party coordinating with its allies are concerned in terms of seat sharing. In the meanwhile, the BJP, of course, is taking pot shots at the Indy bloc, saying this is not a mutual alliance. It seems more likely an alliance of self-interest driven leaders. Listen to what the BJP had to say.
ये आपसी गठबंधन नहीं है, ये स्वार्थों का गठबंधन है। मैं बार बार कहता हूं, तो जब गठबंधन नीतियों के आधार पर नहीं हो तो कांग्रेस का खिलाफ कौन किया आज तक, और आज कौन कर रहा है इंडी गठबंधन में? उत्तर प्रदेश में समाजवादी, बिहार में जदयू, जहां पंजाब और दिल्ली में केजरीवाल, बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी। तो ये आपसी स्वार्थों का फूट है, और कांग्रेस को इस फूट का नुकसान मैं समझता हूं कि इनको जो टिकट दे रहा है या जो मांग रहे हैं, टोटल सीट का मुश्किल से 10% इनको टिकट देने वाला है। बंगाल, बिहार, यूपी, पंजाब, दिल्ली, सारे स्टेट का सीट जोड़ ले और उसके बाद देखें कांग्रेस को कितनी सीटें मिल रही। तो कांग्रेस तो यहीं खत्म हो गया। तो कांग्रेस को खत्म करने की साजिश तो पूरे इंडी गठबंधन ही कर रहा है।
Picture in Karnataka, sources say DK Shivakumar is upset with 4 deputy chief ministers' demand. Also, with 13 days to go, India awaits mega inauguration, but Mamata calls Ram Temple an election gimmick. Short break on the other side.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar. AMFI Mutual Funds. Sahi hai. Co-powered by Sena. This is your space. Play it your way. Philips Smart Wi-Fi LED lights. Smarter generation ki smart lights.
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, भारत होगा गरीबी मुक्त। 5 सालों में 13 करोड़ 50 लाख लोगों को गरीबी से बाहर निकाला। हमारा संकल्प, विकसित भारत।
3 से 4 व्हीलर में अपग्रेड तो करना है, पर इसमें से क्या खास बात है?
इसमें एक खासियत हो तो बताएं। टाटा इस गोल्ड पेट्रोल CX में है दमदार इंजन जो दे बढ़िया पिकअप, बड़ी और स्ट्रॉन्ग लोड बॉडी और मेंटेनेंस एकदम कम। तो अब सोचो, समझो और टाटा इस गोल्ड पेट्रोल CX लो।
आपने सोमानी का नया रोल देखा? वही स्टाइल और रेंज सोमानी बाथवेयर में भी। सोमानी बाथवेयर।
उड़े देश का आम आदमी। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के इस विजन ने रीजनल एंड इंटरनेशनल एयर कनेक्टिविटी को दिए हैं नए आयाम। नए भारत का नया उत्तर प्रदेश बनकर उभरा है सर्वाधिक इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट वाला राज्य। भगवान बुद्ध की तपोभूमि कुशीनगर में इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट शुरू होने के 25 महीने में ही मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री राम की जन्मभूमि अयोध्या में प्रारंभ हुआ है। महर्षि वाल्मीकि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय हवाई अड्डा अयोध्या धाम का संचालन।
जब नियत नेक हो तो इसी तरह से काम होता है, इसी तरह के नतीजे मिलते हैं। ये अयोध्या नगरी भी तो इसकी साक्षी है।
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के नेतृत्व में देश के एविएशन मैप के शीर्ष पर है उत्तर प्रदेश। एयरपोर्ट से ऊंची उड़ान, कनेक्टिविटी को नई पहचान।
I want to soar above the skies and fulfill my responsibilities. With LIC. Paid your LIC premium? On time. दिल की सुनो, LIC चुनो।
LIC हर पल आपके साथ।
इस दुनिया में बस हम दो हैं, दुनिया जिनकी दीवानी है। आ रहे हैं हम दोनों।
बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बादलों पे चल के हवाओं से मिलके मैं बनाऊंगा, उम्मीदों के पंख कंधों पे लगा के मैं बनाऊंगा, बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बनाऊंगी मैं तो बनेगा।
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत। AMNS इंडिया, स्मार्टर स्टील्स, ब्राइटर फ्यूचर्स।
टिप चाहिए? पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा और मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
Let's get started. Putting the ongoing differences aside, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party discuss the seat sharing formula in several states, especially Delhi and Punjab. This comes ahead of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. According to the reports, Aam Aadmi Party sought 1 Lok Sabha seat in Gujarat, 3 in Haryana, 1 in Goa. Aam Aadmi Party also offered Congress 3 seats in Delhi. Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi said that Indian alliance parties may have differences in view because it is the culmination of 26. Then she also highlighted that coexisting despite having differences is the beauty of democracy. She said that the alliance will fight for the people of the country. After Congress invited applications from aspirants in all 48 seats last week, Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut staked claim to 23 seats, which it has fought in the alliance with BJP in 2019. Sanjay Raut said that the Shiv Sena had always contested 23 seats with BJP in alliance in the past, and therefore his demand is justified. Aam Aadmi Party leader and Delhi Minister Gopal Rai, in response to a media query on the seat-sharing agreement between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, said that when several parties come together, aggressive demands are made. But Everyone should work together to find a way. He then added that Congress is not trying to overrule the India alliance. SP has begun talks with the Congress on seat sharing ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. As Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav has confirmed that the talks between the two parties, Congress and Samajwadi, is going on, and that Samajwadi Party will soon list out their suggestions for seat sharing. Tamil Nadu BJP State President K. Namalai said that it is clear that in the elections PM Modi is coming back to power. He added by saying that the only question is whether he is going to come back to power with 400 seats or 450 seats. He concluded by saying that for BJP, it will be a historic year. According to the government sources, India plans to build a new airport for both military civilian aircraft operations in Lakshadweep. Now, the plan is to have a joint airfield that would be capable of operating fighter jets, military transport planes, and commercial aircraft as well. Amidst the ongoing Maldives row, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, encouraged Indians to explore Indian islands. In his tweet, he also listed a few places that Indians must visit. Sindhu Durg, among others, were a few places he has mentioned. National Congress Party Chief Sharad Pawar condemned the post by the Maldivian MP and that had derogatory remarks about Prime Minister Modi. He said that he is the Prime Minister of our country, and anyone from other countries makes such comments, it will not be accepted at all. He also said it does not matter which post the minister holds, derogatory comments from people outside the country will not be entertained. BJP's Annamalai has asked the opposition to leave the Prime Minister out of the Bilkis Bano verdict controversy. He said that nobody will ever defend the atrocities that were committed against Bilkis Bano. He also said that since the trial of the court took place in Maharashtra, no other court except Maharashtra has the power of remission. The 10th edition of the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit is set to commence on tomorrow. The Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the event in Ahmedabad. This year's summit marks celebrations of 20 years of vibrant Gujarat as a summit of success. Ahead of the inauguration of the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit that is set to take place tomorrow, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the vibrant Gujarat Global Trade Show in Gandhinagar today. The show is an exhibition spread across 2 lakh square meters in multiple halls and helipad ground exhibition center in Gandhinagar. A total of 20 countries are participating in that show. PM Modi conducts a roadshow in the city with UAE President Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan in Ahmedabad. The UAE President is on a visit to Gujarat to attend the 10th Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit, which is set to commence tomorrow. Ahead of the inauguration ceremony that is set to take place on 22nd Jan, the first visuals of the first gate with gold work in Guru Mandap has been revealed. 13 more such gates, including large-size gates, will be fixed in the next 3 days in the Ram Janmabhoomi temple. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata has slammed the Bharatiya Janata Party and said that Ram Mandir is a gimmick before the election. She said that the opposition can continue with the gimmick, but disregarding other communities is not right. She also said that she celebrates festivals that bring everyone together and talks about everyone. Talking about the Ram Janmabhoomi temple, Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said that by not mentioning any other veterans' contributions toward the Ram temple, Prime Minister Modi and UP CM Yogi Adityanath are trying to take credit for the 3 Ram temples. Uddhav Thackeray faction has filed another affidavit in the Supreme Court. In the affidavit addressed to Chief Justice and judges, stating Maharashtra Speaker Rahul Narvekar met Maharashtra CM Eknath Shinde 3 days before the deadline for the decision on the MLA's disqualification on Jan 10, described as objectionable. Uddhav Group has expressed objections to this and requested to bring the facts in the meeting. ED is conducting raids at 7 locations linked to Uddhav faction leader and MLA Ravindra Vaikar and his partners for illegal and alleged manipulation of land use conditions in the construction of hotel in Mumbai. Amidst the ED raids going on at 7 locations related to the Uddhav faction leader, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said that the raids are being done purposely and to scare the faction. He also said that once a leader joins the BJP, they are given a clean chair. Talking about the disqualification of Shiv Sena MP, Maharashtra Speaker concluded that hearing on the same has concluded and verdict will be pronounced tomorrow. UP CM Yogi Adityanath has declared a holiday for all educational institutions to celebrate the inauguration ceremony set to take place on 22nd Jan. Mohamed Shami, the Indian star bowler, received Arjuna awards from President Draupadi Murmu for his extraordinary contribution to Indian cricket team. Shami has been part of the Indian team that ended the runner-ups in the World Test Championship and the ODI World Cup. JP Nadda started a 3-day visit to northeastern states. He will attend the state executive meeting and core meeting ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh kicked off his UK tour after paying homage to Mahatma Gandhi's statue in London. This is his visit to UK after a longer gap of 22 years. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh received a Guard of Honour at Horse Guard Parade Ground, London. It is after a long gap of 22 years that a Defence Minister is visiting UK. He will have a discussion on rejuvenating the strategic relation between the two countries. BJP National General Secretary Tarun Chugh and other leaders have reached the residence of JP Nadda for the BJP General Secretary meeting to discuss on Lok Sabha poll strategy. They also discuss on how to rigorously work on ground ahead of the elections. PM Modi meets Mozambique President Filipe Nyusi as he arrived to attend the Gujarat summit. The meeting between two leaders has strengthened the strategic and bilateral relationship between the two countries. Indian Navy's INS Kabra arrived in Colombo, Sri Lanka, spreading bilateral ties. Now, the ship's commanding officer meets Sri Lankan Navy officials, emphasizing cooperation essential. Supplies were handed over to enhance collaboration in line with the Prime Minister's vision. Bihar BJP President Samrat Chaudhary has hit out at Lalu Prasad Yadav and said that he's a symbol of corruption. He added that when Lalu Prasad was a chief minister, he was involved in the fodder scam. Youth Congress Kerala State President Rahul M has now been taken into custody by the police in relation to the recent violent protests during the Secretariat March. Now, the protest was organized to highlight alleged atrocities against Youth Congress workers. Leader of the Hamas said that they will only release the hostages from Gaza if they release all Palestinian prisoners from Israel. Meanwhile, Israel believes that 25 hostages are dead and the rest are still held in Gaza. The Hezbollah released a video which showed the Israeli tank being attacked by a rocket from Lebanon. Hezbollah stated that this was a response to the killing of the top of commander of Hamas. Israeli military released a footage of troops operating in the Gaza Strip. The footage shows how the army conducted operations in Palestine territory. Israeli forces are now focusing on the central region and the southern city of Khan Yunis. Explosion that happened in northern Gaza as part of the Israel-Hamas conflict made people flee to the south. The civilians are bearing the brunt of the airstrikes and explosions that takes place in this area. Israeli military shares a video to show the airstrikes that destroyed the infrastructure of South Lebanon. This is Israeli military said a drone fell at a base in the north without causing damage, suggesting it had been intercepted. It did not identify the base. After the WHO's visit, the official said that there will be no lessening on the intensity of the Israel-Hamas war. Now, what we see right now is that on October 7, the war has ended up taking the life of more than 23,000 people. Most of the Palestinians packed their tents and headed south amidst the bombardment around the Al-Aqsa hospital in central Gaza. People took shelter in different places to keep themselves alive. Israeli forces killed 3 Palestinians in northern West Bank after deadly violence took place in the territory. Violence escalated in the West Bank as Israel-Hamas war continues unabated. Palestinian Health Ministry says Israeli forces have killed 337 Palestinians in the West Bank during that time. The meeting between Antony Blinken and Benjamin Netanyahu was to discuss on a plan for Gaza post-war. Blinken said he was coming to Israel with promises from 4 Arab nations and Turkey to help it in rebuilding Gaza after the war. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met Israel's foreign minister in Tel Aviv on an urgent basis to control Israel-Hamas war and to prevent it from escalating further. Blinken has been tasked to de-escalate conflict following meetings with leaders from 4 key Arab nations and Turkey. Taiwan's defense ministry issued an alert saying that China launched a satellite over its airspace days before the self-governing island's elections. An English version of the presidential alert sent to residents' mobile phones cautioned there was a missile flyover. The alerts went off in the middle of the international news conference by Taiwan's foreign minister Joseph Wu. Taiwan's leading presidential candidate William Lai said that he wishes to reopen talks with China based on equality and mutual respect. Almost 8 years of Beijing's complete refusal to communicate with the leaders of the self-governing island as it considers its own territory. China's top diplomat said that he will explore ways to get along with us following a meeting with the president of 2 nations. President Joe Biden and Xi Jinping's meeting in San Francisco signaled a pause in bilateral relations that have worsened over a series of issues. Investigation on the emergency landing of Boeing 737 in Alaska is underway. Now, the report said that the investigators are gaining better understanding on how the door panel came loose before flying. They doubt on the fact that the bolts were there before the takeoff. Voters of Bhutan cast their vote to elect new parliament as they hope there will be some betterment on the nation's economic crisis. The people hope that the politicians keep their promises. After the elections, Bhutan's severe economic crisis played a major role in campaigning. Ecuadorian President Daniel Noboa announced a state of emergency to establish control of the country's prisons after a high-profile gang leader escaped. State emergency grants temporary powers to the army and police for 60 days. 21 people got injured after the tragic explosion in Texas. Rescue crew found several people trapped in basement. Authorities said that the blast happened due to a gas leak. Oman's football team made a fashionable arrival in Doha ahead of the AFC Asia Cup. The national team will play among the 6th group, which constitutes the national teams of Saudi Arabia, Kyrgyzstan and Thailand. After basketball player Tyrese Halliburton's injury, the Pacers team coach said that we have got to stay together. Halliburton was carried off by the teammates after suffering from hamstring staring into the late second period. And an American football player, Bailey Zappi, has said that Bill Belichick is one of the greatest coaches of all times and is now open to letting someone else handle personal duties if he remains with the New England Patriots.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar. AMFI Mutual Funds. Sahi hai. Co-powered by Sena. This is your space. Play it your way. Philips Smart Wi-Fi LED lights. Smarter generation की smart lights.
हेलो बेटा।
मिस्टर विकास के साथ कौन है?
बस बेटा थोड़ी देर और। वो मिस्टर विकास की फाइल आप पॉलिसी बाजार। मैम, आपका हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है। अब आप सर को घर ले जा सकती हैं।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार। पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
भाई इतनी बड़ी बड़ी हिट्स आप लोगों ने मुझे दी हैं। टाइल्स तो बड़े होने चाहिए। सोमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, टाइलों का सबसे बड़ा भाई। सोमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, जमीन से जुड़े।
Fourth Dimension Media brings to you the most awaited event of the year, South India Content Summit 2024 on January 9th at the Lalit Ashok, Bangalore from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Witness the industry's biggest captains, entrepreneurs and broadcasters speak about the South story. Title sponsor Fourth Dimension Media Solutions, powered by the Hindu and Trend Loud Digital. Agency partner Omnicom Media Group. Innovative content partner Radio City.
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, महिलाओं के लिए धुआं मुक्त रसोई, प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना के तहत 10 करोड़ गैस कनेक्शन। हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
Surprise. Keep it wild. The new Sonnet.
Kia, movement that inspires.
बादलों पे चल के हवाओं से मिलके मैं बनाऊंगा,
हौसलों को कस के तूफानों से लड़के मैं बनाऊंगा, रोशनी के टुकड़ों से अंधेरे को हरा के मैं बनाऊंगा,
उम्मीदों के पंख कंधों पे लगा के मैं बनाऊंगा, बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत,
बनाऊंगी मैं तो बनेगा भारत.
The vertical velocity is now being constantly reduced.
India is on the moon.
बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बनाऊंगा मैं तो.
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत. AMNS India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation. So I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne. So now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
जहां यादगार होता है हर एक किस्सा, इको रिट्रीट ओडिशा। Tata.tv
As the world will be celebrating the Grand Ram Temple inauguration ceremony, members of the Hindu American community held a huge car rally across Houston, stopping at 11 temples along the way amid bhajans and slogans. Here's more.
With just days to go for the Grand Ram Mandir inauguration, euphoria is in the air. These were scenes in Houston as thousands await Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Hindu American community members organized a car rally in Houston ahead of the Ram Temple consecration ceremony in Ayodhya. The rally, spanning 3 miles and involving 216 cars, made stops at 11 temples, with participants singing bhajans and chanting Jai Shri Ram. Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America extended a formal invitation to temple officials for the Ayodhya consecration ceremony on January 22nd. Over 500 cars carrying saffron banners depicting the Ram Temple, the Indian flag and the US flag participated in the event. Around 2,000 devotees, both young and old and some teary-eyed, welcomed the procession at the temples. The rally was coordinated by volunteers in Houston, marking a unique and historic event for the community. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Powered by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3 universities globally.
मेरे भाई अरविंद कुमार की कुछ महीने पहले एक्सीडेंट में डेथ हो गई। उन्होंने पॉलिसी बाजार से टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिया हुआ था, जो अब भाभी के घर के खर्च और बच्चों की पढ़ाई में काम आएगा। पॉलिसी बाजार की टीम ने क्लेम दिलवाने में हमारी पूरी मदद की।
क्लेम के टाइम पे आपकी हेल्प के लिए हमेशा तैयार। पॉलिसी बाजार, 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 470 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
इस दुनिया में बस हम दो हैं, दुनिया जिनकी दीवानी है। आ रहे हैं हम दोनों।
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, हर घर पहुंचेगा नल से जल। अब तक 13.5 करोड़ से अधिक नल कनेक्शन। हमारा संकल्प, विकसित भारत।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है। आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया। बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बादलों पे चल के हवाओं से मिलके मैं बनाऊंगा, उम्मीदों के पंख कंधों पे लगा के मैं बनाऊंगा, बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत,
बनाऊंगी मैं तो बनेगा।
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत। AMNS इंडिया, स्मार्टर स्टील्स, ब्राइटर फ्यूचर्स।
आपने सोमानी का नया रोल देखा? वही स्टाइल और रेंज सोमानी बाथवेयर में भी। सोमानी बाथवेयर।
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
Yes, Papa.
Life doesn't stop for anyone. Even we won't let you stop. At every stage of your life, with LIC, you are always insured. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ।
सब जांचा है, परखा है, समझा है, इसलिए मेरे समझदारी का नाम इंट्रा है।
टाटा की नई इंट्रा V20 पिकअप है इंडिया की पहली बाय फ्यूल पिकअप, जो दे आपको बढ़िया ड्राइवेबिलिटी, सुपीरियर ड्राइविंग कंफर्ट, ज्यादा लोडेबिलिटी, सबसे ज्यादा माइलेज, जो दे सबसे ज्यादा रेंज। टाटा इंट्रा V20 पिकअप, सब कुछ उठाए, हर दिन जिताए।
Hi, what's that? That's a Manish Malhotra.
Not your dress.
The cupboard. The laminate is a Manish Malhotra design.
Century Laminates by Manish Malhotra. Fashion for your furniture.
Live it up, live it up. After a stellar performance in the ICC World Cup, Mohamed Shami received the second highest athletic honor, the Arjuna Award.
श्री मोहम्मद शामी एक उत्कृष्ट क्रिकेटर हैं।
Not only was Shami the leading wicket taker in the last ICC World Cup, but also broke several world records.
सबसे पहले तो थैंक्स कि ये अवार्ड एक यार ड्रीम है कि
पूरी लाइफ में नहीं मिल पाते हैं, लेकिन ये अवार्ड मिल रहा, बहुत खुशी की बात है, प्राउड फीलिंग है एकदम। लाइक ऐसा होता है कि हाँ एक सपना देख रहे हैं, तो वो बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है। एक फ्यूचर में लोग, मैं क्या कोई भी लोग, पूरी ज़िंदगी निकल जाती है, हम लोग अवार्ड्स को देखते रह जाते हैं, मिलते नहीं, तो ये तो एक ड्रीम की तरह है।
Archers Ojas Pavan, Sheetal Devi, Aditi Gopichand Swami, wrestler Antim Pangal are among the stars who received the Arjuna Award.
Powered by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3 universities globally.
$15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Tata.tv मुथूट फाइनेंस, भारत का नंबर 1 सबसे भरोसेमंद फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज ब्रांड। गोल्ड लोन के लिए अभी कॉल करें 1-800-313-1212।
उड़े देश का आम आदमी, यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के इस विजन ने रीजनल एंड इंटरनेशनल एयर कनेक्टिविटी को दिए हैं नए आयाम। नए भारत का नया उत्तर प्रदेश बनकर उभरा है सर्वाधिक इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट वाला राज्य। भगवान बुद्ध की तपोभूमि कुशीनगर में इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट शुरू होने के 25 महीने में ही मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री राम की जन्मभूमि अयोध्या में प्रारंभ हुआ है। महर्षि वाल्मीकि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय हवाई अड्डा अयोध्या धाम का संचालन।
जब नियत नेक हो तो इसी तरह से काम होता है, इसी तरह के नतीजे मिलते हैं। ये अयोध्या नगरी भी तो इसकी साक्षी है।
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के नेतृत्व में देश के एविएशन मैप के शीर्ष पर है उत्तर प्रदेश। एयरपोर्ट से ऊंची उड़ान, कनेक्टिविटी को नई पहचान।
Fourth Dimension Media brings to you the most awaited event of the year, South India Content Summit 2024 on January 9th at the Lalit Ashok, Bangalore from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Witness the industry's biggest captains, entrepreneurs and broadcasters speak about the South story. Title sponsor Fourth Dimension Media Solutions, powered by the Hindu and Trend Loud Digital. Agency partner Omnicom Media Group. Innovative content partner Radio City.
आपने सोमानी का नया रोल देखा? वही स्टाइल और रेंज सोमानी बाथवेयर में भी। सोमानी बाथवेयर।
Just another tycoon. Hustling way too early in the morning. Passing on this happy tune. Helping babies feel at ease. Aw, all kinds of babies. No drive is just another drive when you're in a tycoon.
Volkswagen.
केंट से पानी होता है 100% प्योर।
केंट आरओ प्योरिटी दिखाता भी है।
केंट देता है सबसे शुद्ध पानी।
बादलों पे चल के हवाओं से मिलके मैं बनाऊंगा, हौसलों को कस के तूफानों से लड़के मैं बनाऊंगा, रोशनी के टुकड़ों से अंधेरे को हरा के मैं बनाऊंगा, उम्मीदों के पंख कंधों पे लगा के मैं बनाऊंगा, बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत,
बनाऊंगी मैं तो बनेगा भारत।
The vertical velocity is now being constantly reduced.
India is on the mode.
बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बनाऊंगा मैं तो बनेगा भारत, बनाऊंगा मैं तो।
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत। AMNS India, smarter steels, brighter futures.
12 बजने वाली है, क्रिसमस साथ मनाएं। हम जिससे प्यार करते हैं वो मर जाए या हमारे लिए उसका प्यार मर जाए, मरते तो हम ही है ना।
question, powered by Kent Oro.
Tussle over seat sharing within the IND alliance continues. Top sources say the Congress has even conceded to be a junior partner. It is Nitish's party versus the left also in the state of Bihar as the JDU offers just one seat to the CPI. The MHA is seeking a report from the Mamata Banerjee government about back-to-back attacks on the Enforcement Directorate officials in Bengal. It's a big churn in the state of Karnataka. Sources say DK Shivkumar is upset with 4 deputy chief ministers' demand. With just 13 days to go now, India awaiting the mega inauguration, but Mamata Banerjee calls the Ram Mandir, quote-unquote, an election gimmick. It's a big development in the disqualification of the Sena MLA case. The Maharashtra speaker says, quote-unquote, the verdict is tomorrow. A very good evening. You're watching The Burning Question and I'm Deepti Sachdeva. Remember in school, college, whenever, you used to fight with your friends, you used to figure out who really are the enemies. There was a famous quote that said that enemy of my enemy is my friend. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. But this time around, that entire idiom is sticking so well with the entire political tussle we are particularly seeing in the IND alliance between two parties. One is the grand old party, the Congress, that won 52 seats. It had a 19% vote share in the 2019 Lok Sabha election. On the other side is another national party now that began just about a decade earlier. That is the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party, ladies and gentlemen, just had one seat, just one Lok Sabha seat in 2019. Its vote percentage was 0.4%. 0.4%. Now, over the last many weeks, both these parties, the key characters that you see on your screens, have been trying to sit together to stitch some kind of a seat-sharing formula. Because when you look at both the AAP and the Congress, remember, the key states are Delhi, that has 7 Lok Sabha seats, and the other state is Punjab, that has 13 Lok Sabha seats. Now, it is a given that the Aam Aadmi Party has taken over the Congress's vote share in both these states. It's also eaten into the Congress's vote share in other states like Gujarat and Uttarakhand in Goa. Now, in the middle of all this, when both these parties are sitting together to discuss the seat-sharing formula, both their alliance leaders and the state leaders in Delhi and in Punjab respectively say, nothing doing. We are fighting the elections alone. The Aam Aadmi Party state unit says, hum election akele ladenge, hame Congress ki zarurat nahi hai. And the Congress leaders, particularly in Delhi, say much the same thing. And today, how the story has developed is that the Congress possibly will have to cede the space to the Aam Aadmi Party as a junior partner in both Punjab and in Delhi. Not very long ago, Bhagwant Mann actually said कि देश की सारी माएं जब सबसे छोटी कहानी अपने बच्चों को सुनाएंगी तो आपको पता है वो क्या होगी? एक थी कांग्रेस. He said एक थी कांग्रेस. That sums up the status, the situation, the conundrum, the problems in the Congress. But then, not that the Congress did not respond. There came a tweet from Pawan Kheda. He said, आम आदमी पार्टी और मोदी जी के विचार कितने मिलते जुलते हैं. He goes on to say, दोनों का सपना है कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत का, दोनों मुंह की खाएंगे. This is what the Congress said in response to what Bhagwant Mann, the sitting chief minister in Punjab, said. And he said कि एक भोजपुरी पिक्चर भी थी, एक था जोकर. So एक थी कांग्रेस versus एक था जोकर. That is the situation between the Congress and the AAP. Are they really friends? Are they enemies who can never be friends? even though they realize कि हमारा enemy का enemy दोस्त हो सकता है. What is the real problem between the Congress and the AAP? Before we open up this entire debate in just a moment with our panel of guests joining us, listen into just a couple of reactions that will tell you more about the deep-seated problem between the Congress and the AAP.
ऑल इंडिया कांग्रेस कमेटी की तरफ से जो इशारा हुआ है, जहां कभी समझाया गया है, वो यही है कि 13 की 13 सीटों पर हमने चुनाव लड़ना है. गठबंधन के बारे में बहुत देर से ये चर्चाएं चल रही हैं. चर्चाओं का बाजार बहुत गर्म है, तो कभी किसी चैनल पर, कभी किसी चैनल पर. अभी 10 दिन पहले एक मीटिंग हुई थी. आज की मीटिंग में, बैठक में गठबंधन के बारे में, सीट शेयरिंग के बारे में पंजाब के लिए कोई चर्चा नहीं हुई.
कौन क्या कह रहा है पार्टी है, बंगाल क्या कह रहा है, महाराष्ट्र क्या कह रहा है, आप क्या कह रही है, इन बातों में ना मीडिया को पढ़ना चाहिए ना किसी को पढ़ना चाहिए.
खबर तो चलानी है ना.
इतना बड़ा जब ये गठबंधन बनता है, और गठबंधन बनना कोई मामूली बात नहीं होती, बहुत बड़ी चुनौती होती है. सबको कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ता है.
पंजाब ते दिल्ली च मां अपने बच्चे ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ. ਇੱਕ ਥੀ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ. ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੇ ਦਿੱਲੀ 'ਚ ਮਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ. ਇੱਕ थी कांग्रेस.
मेरा व्यक्तिगत मानना है कि दोनों तरफ से इस तरह की टिप्पणी नहीं होनी चाहिए, पर अधीर जी का और टीएमसी का एक पुराना व्यक्तिगत इतिहास है, तो उसको अगर परे भी रखें. खैर, ये तो जो हो रही है, बातचीत हो रही है, मुख्य तो तब पता चलेगा जब पार्टियां टेबल पर बैठेंगी.
So can Arvind Kejriwal really make friends with his enemy's enemy? Will the Congress also do much the same? It's good to have Shyam Prasad Mekha, leader of the Congress, with us. We also have Akashdeep Muni, who's a political analyst. He leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party with us. Charu Pragya is the national spokesperson of the BJP with us. And also Professor Monojit Mandal, who's a political analyst. He leans towards the Trinamool, is also joining us right now. So Mr. Mekha and Akashdeep Muni, why can't you people be friends? You know your common enemy is Charu Pragya, but then why can't both of you be good friends? Why are you fighting like this, Mr. Mekha?
One second. First of all, she is not our enemy, neither the BJP is. Okay, they are our political opponents. Okay. Now coming to we are friends. What sort of a friend you are? If you are not able to rub your friend on the wrong side. Our friendship is not like the 38 parties Gathbandhan that is
You're
called,
fighting elections now. You're fighting elections in 2024.
You don't worry. We'll figure out a way. Okay. All seat sharing will be done. This is almost done. And we will come out. Okay. For the last 7 months, what a lot of people are doing is, you have broken India Alliance 100 times. You have moved Nitish Kumar ji to NDA. So India Alliance is not workable. Okay, seat sharing आने दो, उस समय में पूरा गठबंधन खराब हो जाएगा. ये पूरा हो रहा है. By the way, one question is this NDA Alliance which has 38 parties, did they complete their seat sharing? So this is a joke actually. See, India Alliance knows
Mr.
what
Mekha,
it is
are you switching
doing.
sides? You're getting so worried. You're getting so worried of what Charu Pragya and her party is doing. I mean, come on.
No, you are
I
worried
just
about
asked you,
India
why
Alliance
can't
for
you
past
speak about
so many
Akashdeep Muni? Of course we are worried because the country deserves a strong opposition. No matter what.
I appreciate.
There should be an interesting battle in 2024. Mr. Mekha, niceties apart. एक थी कांग्रेस वर्सेस एक है जोकर. Now tell me something, are you willing to be the junior partner in both Delhi and Punjab? Why are you scared of the Aam Aadmi Party?
No. See, our partnership, India Alliance, is not a junior-senior partnership. It's a very clearly crafted alliance. Everybody knows what their part is. Everybody is an equal partner in the alliance. Unlike the 38-party alliance where everybody go and prostrate before the Raja. This is not that kind of alliance.
Mr. Mecca, see, you've again ducked my question. Charu, I know you want to come in, but let me just get Akashdeep Muni into the conversation first before I come to both Charu and to Professor Monojit Mandal. You said something nice and good. You're having, you're sipping your warm cup of chai, Mr. Mecca. That's very important. चाय पे चर्चा तो हम कर ही रहे हैं और चाय पे आप चर्चा करते हैं उसमें समोसे भी नहीं आते हैं. ये जेडीयू के लोग कहते हैं कि आप सिर्फ बैठते हैं, चाय समोसा बिस्किट आता है, कभी नहीं आता है. But Akashdeep, why are you looking so grim? Now, Mr. Mecca ने एक बार भी आपका नाम नहीं लिया, as in the Aam Aadmi Party. But are you willing to cede the space to the Congress in both Punjab and in Delhi? Because see, Akashdeep, no matter what, the Aam Aadmi Party had just one seat in 2019 Lok Sabha polls. Your vote percentage was 0.4%. 0.4%. So Congress needs you more or you need the Congress more, Akashdeep?
See, it's not about Congress needing Aam Aadmi Party or Aam Aadmi Party needing Congress. In Punjab and Delhi, both Congress and Aam Aadmi Party are powerful. BJP is the third bystander in Punjab and second in Delhi. But the point I want to make is that this country needs the India Alliance. Why it needs the India Alliance, we all know. We all know that poverty never declined in terms of Modi ji's term. It declined with 0.3%, while it did with 2.8% in
No, Akashdeep. Today the subject
Congress,
of the conversation is not Modi ji. No, Akashdeep. If you so much need the alliance, why did Bhagwan Maan say ek thi Congress? Did you make him apologize for that comment?
See, I'll tell you. There are many comments made by many leaders. Do you want to, should I tell what Navjot Singh Sidhu tweeted when he tweeted a fake photograph? So many leaders will say many things, but the moot point is that in Delhi and Punjab, both Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are going to fight elections against Bharatiya Janata Party. And I want to make a prediction on Deepthi, your show today, and you can play it on May 2024. BJP will get 0 in Punjab, 0 in Chandigarh, and 0 in Delhi. So all 13 seats in Punjab and 7 seats in Delhi are going to the India Alliance as per the seat sharing mechanism that we are doing. And of course, the seat sharing will happen. And of course, both of them have to make compromises. You know that Aam Aadmi Party won with a huge majority, 48% vote share in Punjab. Still, if they're willing to give seats to Congress Party in Punjab, this is the fundamentals of alliance.
There is a lot of filibuster on the show, Akashdeep. See, there is a lot of filibuster because we have limited time, and we must actually cut the clutter. And I also want to say good evening to Sanjay Kumarji, who's also joining us on the show now. And he will actually be able to tell us broadly about why an alliance between the AAP and the Congress is possible or not possible, Sanjay ji. But before I come to you, Akashdeep, just one quick question. Just about a few days ago, Arvind Kejriwal, if you remember, has announced a candidate from Gujarat. Do you know his name, Akashdeep?
Yes.
For the Lok Sabha elections? Now, is the seat sharing being done, or why did you go out and announce the name of that candidate?
I'll tell you why the name was announced. Do you know why he was thrown behind bars? Why he was thrown behind bars? A person from the Adivasi community. Why Bharatiya Janata Party so hates the Adivasi community in Gujarat? They've thrown this person called Chetar Vesava and his family. They've attacked his wife. And what is his fault? What are the charges on him? Or frivolous? Do you know what are the charges on
Akashdeep. You're telling me only half of the story. The other half of the story, Mr. Mecca, is that this is the same seat that was represented by late Ahmed Patel ji. And the buzz is, Charu, that late Ahmed Patel ji's daughter would want to contest from that seat. She wanted to contest from that seat. Now, there has been no conversation between Akashdeep Muni and Mr. Mecca, who are not even wanting to take each other's name, Mr. Mecca. But are you okay with this? No, wait. My question is to Mr. Mecca.
We have conversations. Who told you there is no conversation? We have conversations. We don't need to tell you everything. Okay, so finally we'll come out with the seat sharing arrangement. As simple as that. So why are you worried about each
Mr.
seat?
Mecca, haven't they embarrassed you? See, on one side you have the Janata Dal United. You have, K.C. Tyagi ji was on the show yesterday and you were also on the show. K.C. Tyagi ji has reiterated much of, I think, what a lot of the allies today are feeling about the Congress and its big brotherly attitude, Monojit. Why should you also remain quiet? Are you telling me that you're willing to give Congress how many seats in Bengal, Monojit?
See, you cannot egg each one of us against each other. You can try. Yeah, I actually appreciate that effort.
I don't have to know this, Mr. Mecca. You people are already fighting. Do you know the name of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary? Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, he wants president's rule in West Bengal. Did you pull him up? The answer is no.
The only
Monojit?
difference is that you can see my friend's tea. It's milk tea. Mine is milk tea. We'll have samosas as well together. Don't worry. I think BJP needs to worry because I am not getting the answer to this very simple question. I'm asking my friend from BJP. Certainly, she's not.
She's asking this question for the last 1 year. That how many allies do you have in your kitty with more than 5 seats in the parliament? So you do not have one to talk about. We have at least
20 allies with more than 5 seats in the parliament. And that's why we'll talk with each other. There'll be some debate, there'll be some discussion, deliberations. When 22 political parties come together with one single agenda of saving this country.
But Monojit, the JDU says we are running out of time. The BJP is far better prepared than the IND alliance. He says that Ram Mandir ka narrative BJP के पास है, आप लोगों के पास कोई narrative नहीं है. I will. Charu, just give me another 30 seconds. Monojit.
The narrative is about Mother India. The narrative is about the mothers. Look how Supreme Court had to come in and slap BJP government in Gujarat for releasing those convicts and garlanding them. It is about those mothers. It is about the mothers of Manipur. It is about the sisters of
India. It is also about the fact that a central agency is attacked in the state of West Bengal.
It is about
and your ally, the Congress says कि यहाँ पर president's rule लगना चाहिए. Monojit, that is also the truth, no?
My country, which is terribly undermined because of this political dispensation. It is about everything that India stood for 10 years ago that we are fighting for. Economic, sisterhood, brotherhood, motherhood.
But the Congress says there should be president's rule in Bengal.
Deepti, please allow me to come in now. 20 minutes
President's rule in Bengal, Monojit. Complete vote of no confidence in Mamata Banerjee by the Congress.
Bengal is vibrantly moving towards to lead the world and lead the country, I tell you. It happened 100 years ago. The nationalism movement was led from Bengal,
you will
from
lead
this
the
part of
country.
the country.
All right,
it was
Monojit.
half of nationalism.
Monojit,
it fought against the British.
we can all dream big. But the point is, you need to work to realize those dreams. But Charu, before I go to Sanjay ji,
Bengal has shown you the path in 2021.
Charu, the opposition alleges that, you're focusing all on the IND alliance. But what about the NDA? Has the NDA completed its seat sharing? Do we know how many seats will go to Eknath Shinde? Do we know how many seats will go to Ajit Pawar? Do we know who's going to fight from Hajipur? What's going to happen in Bihar, Charu?
So, Deepti, good evening to you, and thank you for pitching me against 4 people from the India Alliance. And as you can see on your show, even on a television debate on Republic, these 4 cannot speak out in a united voice. I'll tell you why. You have 4 representatives from 4 political parties here.
Sanjay is neutral. Sanjay is neutral.
Dishing out comment after comment against the Congress. Now, let me finish, no, please. Since you've come to me so late, allow me 2 minutes and then you ask me the questions. And then there is TMC.
Yes, go on.
But Congress is doing a press conference against the TMC because TMC workers are beating up, injuring grievously ED officials. When Adhir Ranjan D does a conference, nobody is perturbed or disturbed. Congress leadership in Delhi sits comfortable and pretty. And then there are other partners to this alliance. Now there are people in Shiv Sena who say we are the senior partners in this alliance and we should take the call. Their partners in Bihar believe either they should be the prime ministerial candidate, and they also say that Congress is probably not serious about discussing the seat share. Now all of them have one running common link. We will discuss the seat share. Now, you know you're already in 2024. The elections are now in 2024, a few months down the line. Is anybody even prepared? They say they will discuss all this at the state level. But is a state level leader even invited to these seat sharing discussions and meetings? Not at all. At the state level, the swords are out. At the state level, blood is being drawn. एक तरफ कहा जाता है एक थी कांग्रेस, दूसरी तरफ कहा जाता है एक था जोकर, और यही इनका narrative चल रहा है. How are you going to come together? Tell me. And is it enough to announce at the central level that हम साथ में लड़ रहे हैं? Is that really enough? As for pointing fingers at BJP, we have always been a big alliance. NDA has always comprised of dozens of political parties who have the common ground of working for the country. What's your common ground? Do you have a common minimum program? Do you have a face to contest this elections on? Do you have a convener? Do you have a logo? You remember that Mumbai meeting, you went in and you put it on your agenda that you'll do the unveiling of the logo. You know why that unveiling didn't happen, Deepthi? Because the India Alliance partners could not agree on the color of their logo. So for a group of people who can't even agree on a color of their logo, for a group of people who are at each other's throats at every single level in every state, they want to contest together. We already know how much love is lost between Samajwadi Party and Congress currently. Akhilesh ji बिचारे नाराज बैठे
But Charu, you know, I think in your heart, you also know that you thought that this alliance is going to break up. It's not going to last this long, but they have. You know, though Mr. Meka, Akashdeep and Monojeet do not want to respond to questions related to each other, they do not even take each other's name right now, but they are still together. That's the semblance of unity they want to project. Now, Sanjay ji, why don't you tell me whether 2024, you know, going by the present scenario, Sanjay ji, is actually a done deal as the BJP believes? Or you still think that the opposition has a chance, and particularly, you know, the two parties, the Congress and the AAP, though it's just about, you know, these two states of Delhi and Punjab where there are about 20 Lok Sabha seats, but going ahead, whether it's the state of Bihar, whether it's the state of Maharashtra, do you believe that the Congress will have to shed the big brother attitude?
I think you mentioned about Bihar. Yes, in Bihar, Congress is not in a formidable position, so Congress should have to be ready to, you know, sacrifice a large number of seats. But when it comes to Punjab and Delhi, it is a little tricky because there are only two formulas for seat sharing. One, the vote share or the performance of the party in the last Lok Sabha election, or the performance of the party in the last assembly election. The tricky part is that if you look at the performance of Congress in the last Lok Sabha elections, both in Punjab and Delhi, they have performed much better compared to Aam Aadmi Party. But if you invoke the criteria of performance in the assembly election, then it is the Aam Aadmi Party which has outperformed Congress both in Punjab and in Delhi. That is why seat sharing has become so tricky with regard to Punjab and Delhi, because whichever formula you invoke, one party gains and the other party loses. So they have to sit together, work out a formula. I don't think that Congress should be ready or it is necessary for the Congress to, you know, leave their big brother attitude both, because I think in Delhi and Punjab, they are equally as powerful as Aam Aadmi Party. But if it comes to, say, UP or, say, West Bengal or Bihar, yes, I think Congress should be willing to, you know, leave their big brother attitude, try to agree to a few seats, because, you know, both in Bengal and in Bihar, they are not a formidable position. If Congress agrees to do that, I think there is a way forward. They can still, India Gathbandhan can work out a seat sharing arrangement.
मुझे फिर भी फ्रेम दिखा देना कितना ब्राइट है कितना वो है.
Okay. I think Sanjay ji makes a lot of important points, and I will just give the last word to Akashdeep Muni, and then we'll close this conversation. Akashdeep Muni, does Arvind Kejriwal realize that Congress, without the Congress, you cannot operate? You really need the Congress. You know, Arvind Kejriwal could be looking at becoming the next Prime Minister perhaps in 2029 later. But right now, if you have to defeat Narendra Modi and the NDA, you do need the Congress. Or you want to behave like, you rule the states of Delhi and Punjab, so the Congress will have to listen to you.
You know, Dipti, your question very important. Your question is very important that do we have a chance in 2024? You know, from 190 seats, from total Lok Sabha, 190 seats, 128 BJP won last time, in which the regional party were second and Congress were third. If these 2 and 3 number party, that is Congress and regional party, come together, then there is a 40% dip in the number of vote share of Bharatiya Janata Party, which brings them down to 88. So there is a huge margin if Congress and Aam Aadmi Party comes and other regional party comes in their folds in Lok Sabha elections. Then India Alliance can make a big mark and can form a government if everything goes
Akashdeep, let's hope again we don't hear Ek Thi Congress and Ek Tha Joker. And there is, you know, as you people tell us, some semblance of the India Alliance coming together, I think. But also what Sanjay ji mentioned is very, very important. Monajit, good to see you smiling. And I hope that there is no more violence in Bengal like we see right now. And there are reasons right now for Charu Pragya to be really happy, to be really content. And with this, we close this conversation. Thank you to Charu and all gentlemen for joining us. On heading into a break right now, on the other side, back with another debate.
सर, आप बहुत लकी हैं कि आपके बेटे ने हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और बाकी सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज टाइम से पूरी कर दी है। अब आप घर जा सकते हैं।
मेरा बेटा?
तो फिर आप?
पॉलिसी बाजार।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार। पॉलिसी बाजार, 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
12 बजने वाली है। क्रिसमस साथ मनाएं। हम जिससे प्यार करते हैं वो मर जाए, हमारे लिए उसका प्यार मर जाए। मरते तो हम ही है ना। Kia, movement that inspires.
भाई, इतनी बड़ी टाइल?
इतनी बड़ी हिट्स आप लोगों ने मुझे दी हैं। टाइल्स तो बड़े होने चाहिए। सुमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, टाइलों का सबसे बड़ा भाई। सुमानी मैक्स टाइल्स, जमीन से जुड़े।
जहाँ यादगार होता है हर एक किस्सा। इको रिट्रीट ओडिशा।
Tata.tv.
Fourth Dimension Media brings to you the most awaited event of the year, South India Content Summit 2024 on January 9th at the Lalit Ashok, Bangalore from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Witness the industry's biggest captains, entrepreneurs and broadcasters speak about the South story. Title sponsor Fourth Dimension Media Solutions, powered by the Hindu and Trend Loud Digital. Agency partner Omnicom Media Group. Innovative content partner Radio City.
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, हर गरीब का मुफ्त इलाज। 55 करोड़ लोगों को दी हर साल 5 लाख रुपए तक के मुफ्त इलाज की निश्चिंतता। हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है,
से पानी होता है 100% प्योर।
केंट आरओ प्योरिटी दिखाता भी है।
केंट देता है सबसे शुद्ध पानी।
I want to soar above the skies and fulfill my responsibilities. With LIC. Paid your LIC premium? On time. दिल की सुनो, LIC चुनो।
LIC हर पल आपके साथ।
It's a competitive market and consumers should be spoiled for choices. That's what we always believe. So if you are good, the consumers will choose you. We are already among the top 5 brands globally and in India. Less than 10K. Phantom V Fold, we were the number 2 to bring in the fold segment, a price which was less than 100K. We were the first to bring a flip phone, which was also the first in the segment. So Techno always is segment first or India first. And all these phones are made in India, made by Indians. So we believe in Digital India, Atmanirbhar Bharat.
इस दुनिया में बस हम दो हैं, दुनिया जिनकी दीवानी है। आ रहे हैं हम दोनों।
टिप चाहिए? पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, चलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा और मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ? सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
Trending burning question, powered by Reva University, Century Laminates, AMNS, Acco Insurance and Hyundai Samart.
Hello and welcome. You're watching the Trending Burning Question with me, Shavin. And ladies and gentlemen, 3 days after the Supreme Court verdict in the Adani Hindenburg row, the opposition hypocrisy now stands completely exposed. The very opposition who targeted the centre time and again is now signing deals with the Adani group. So what was the hue and cry all about? Remember, maximum amount of investment that has been done by the Adani group has seen a substantial rise in the opposition-ruled states, starting from the state of West Bengal to the latest in Tamil Nadu. We've seen the kind of same investments actually taking place in Andhra Pradesh and several other states. But despite that, there is one growing chorus. That is, the Adani group has only benefited because of its alleged proximity with the government. Is that the case? Take a look at this report and then we begin the trending burning question.
11 months ago, there was a complete deadlock in the parliament. The Adani Hindenburg row was the opposition's excuse. 3 days ago, the Supreme Court verdict in the case completely shattered the lobby's narrative. What it also brought to the fore was India Alliance's hypocrisy. First, it was the Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy's meeting with Adani Group delegation. Today, the Stalin government formalized a substantial investment to the tune of 42,700 crore with the Adani Group. The BJP is hitting out.
And attracting corporates which are actually promoting India, creating opportunities for us, just attacking corporates just to score a political brownie point. DMK has understood it and will not take them nowhere. Now Adani's investment to Tamil Nadu is most welcome, but it is DMK which was doing politics over it. Now they have invited them, they say please invest, please invest, please invest. That clearly shows divide and rule policy in India is not going to work, only growth politics will work.
In a tender process, or if somebody wants to invest in their own factory, they start a factory, anybody can come. We cannot stop them from coming. We are not giving. We are not giving away any of our public sector units.
The India Alliance is on the back foot. But will the opposition finally stop its Adani rant? That is the trending burning question tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, today there was an MOU that was signed between the Adani Group and the Tamil Nadu government. And we're talking about 42,000 crore rupees of investment that the state of Tamil Nadu is going to witness. Dharani Dharan of the DMK is going to join us on this broadcast. And from the Bharatiya Janata Party, we have Siddharth Yadav. Dharani Dharan, let me begin by asking you this question. Just to remind you in particular about what your leader had to say about the Adani Group. And that's a quick reference point for you. Now, this was while addressing a party workers meeting at KTC Nagar. Udaynidhi Stalin had said that Mr. Modi is quite often only targeting the DMK because he's afraid. He said Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who should work tirelessly for the well-being of all Indians, is working overtime for the unimaginable growth of the Adani conglomerate alone. DMK leader A. Raja during the parliament said that the opposition's allegations about businessman Gautam Adani stands true as the government has not refuted them. And the list continues, Dharani Dharan. The question that many would then ask you, that if this is what your leaders essentially believe, you could have actually sought investment from various other conglomerates. Adani Group is not the only group. Why exactly? What's the logic?
See, we have gotten investment from more than 500 companies. About 6.6 lakh crores worth of MOUs have been signed. We welcome all companies across the globe to come set up shops in Tamil Nadu. Like that, Adani Group has also promised to invest about 40,000 odd crores. But the problem here is it's not about a company coming and investing. We can't stop anyone from coming and investing because it's a democratic country, and if they follow the rule of the land, they can come and invest. But the problem with the Modi government is they operate with the sole purpose of serving the Adani government, right? For example, Gautam Adani received the land from Mudra Port in 4 parts, right? For how much? 10 paisa acre, which is a problem. 60,000 acres, they received a 10 paisa an acre, and which they subsequently leased it out to PSU at substantial windfall gains. That's point one. Point number two, after Prime Minister Modi became the Prime Minister.
Question that I asked you, Mr. Dharani Dharan, the question that I asked you is that your leaders, on the one hand, when they address the public, including your own party members, your youth workers, you essentially say that, look here, this is a conglomerate that we do not want anything to do with. So much so, all this while you have only maintained that this is a group that has only been working for the Bharatiya Janata Party. If that's the case, then why exactly would you take the MOU? Of course you have business with the other groups. But having said that, today a focus is essentially on Adani Group.
Yes, so can I speak? So I think if you can give me time uninterrupted, then I can explain. What I'm trying to say is, I was the one who spoke in your channel, Times Now, every other channel, right, against the Adani Group on the Hindenburg report, because what happened was we believed it's a scam, how the funds came in from certain shell companies. But the fact of the matter is, we are saying this is an investment, but what we are against is how the Modi government goes on and does things to help Adani, how they try to create a monopoly, how they try to tweak the eligibility criteria so that Adani could get Ahmedabad, Guwahati, Jaipur, Lucknow, Mangalore, and Trivandrum airports. Are we giving any of the governmental resources to Adani? No. Are we causing a loss to the exchequer of the government by doing some favors to Adani? No. Our problem is Modi government has been doing a lot of favors that is creating a loss to the exchequer of the government.
Where is the loss to the exchequer? Now, you will have a problem, Mr. Dharani Dharan, because I'm interjecting.
That is my problem.
I'm interjecting. Where is this theory of loss to the state exchequer? Where is this theory of the loss to the state exchequer?
You gave the land. You gave the Modi government gave out 60,000 acres of land at 10 paisa an acre. The CAG had said that these lands were wrongly classified and given to Adani. These are all there and online. I'm not making it up. The own CAG said the lands which are given to Adani as wastelands at 10 paisa an acre was wrongly classified as wasteland. These kind of things. Tweaking of eligibility criteria for airports, right? What Sri Lankan minister came and accused the Indian government of pressurizing them to give and contact Adani. Maybe later he withdrew, but he did come out and open and say that he is facing pressure from the Indian government. When the Prime Minister went to Australia, Adani Group had went along with him. When the Prime Minister went to Israel for the first time, being the first Indian Prime Minister of Israel,
you find
he
nothing
lobbied
wrong.
for Adani, and Adani got the Haifa port for $1.2 billion. Is my chief minister doing it? No.
Okay.
Every company is open, they're coming, they're promising to invest. If they follow the rule of the land, they can. If they don't follow the rule of the land, they will be kicked out or they will be made to face action.
So,
are we
if you believe,
for Adani over every
now,
other company? No.
take this,
The
Mr.
Modi
Narendra,
to bring Adani
if
over
you
every other
believe,
corporate. That is the problem. They want monopoly of Adani or create an oligarchy with several corporates. That is our problem. We want investment for jobs, to create jobs for a youth. That is
you want investment. You want investment.
But what we are against is creating an oligarchy.
You want investment from a conglomerate whom you accuse of being shady. You want an investment from group which you're accusing
if they follow
of
the rule of the
misdeeds.
land is okay for us. If they don't follow the rule of the land, they'll
How are
face.
you giving the clean sheet? If just think about what you are saying. Mr. Narendra, think about what you are saying. You are saying that one, they are being favored by the Bharatiya Janata Party. And of course, if that is the case, without any investigation that has been carried out, if you have come to some sort of a conclusion, your state police, or for that matter, your agencies must have looked into the allegations that have been leveled into it. So why would you want to join hands with a group like this in the first place?
Yeah, Adani has several groups, and two specific groups have said they promised some investments. That's about it. What our accusation is giving state assets to Adani, right? Taking them on foreign visits, tweaking rules. Are we doing any of that? No. We are only taking investment, and investment summit, anyone can come. If Tamil Nadu government calls for a tender, can I say one company cannot participate unless he is blacklisted? I cannot, no. They will come, they will participate because it's a free country. Anyone who fulfills the eligibility criteria can apply. But what we are again saying is, we will not give them any additional favors. They will have to face the market. That is what we are saying. In a free market, right? Anyone can apply, but no one should be given preference. The market will play the role. Let the market play the role, right? If let's say we give Adani free land, and the competitor of Adani, we charge them for the land. We give Adani free electricity, and for the competitor of Adani, we charge exponentially higher. Then we are favoring him. That is wrong, and that is what Modi government is doing, preferring one company or the other. What we are saying is, it's a free country. Anyone can come and say we're going to set up investment. Okay, if they're going to acquire land at the market price.
Okay, let me have Siddharth Yadav. Siddharth. Okay, you are accusing the Bharatiya Janata Party of favoring the Adani group. You are citing the CAG report. But the fact of the matter is that with regards to the favoring, the most favored tag that you have actually given to the Adani group, I still can't recollect where exactly are these allegations leveled. But if that's the case, Siddharth Yadav, why don't you respond to the fact that they say that because they are being favored, and as far as the CAG report is concerned, Dharan, I'll come back to you. There is also a caveat to that, and that caveat, I will put that into place in a short while from now. Let me have the Bharatiya Janata Party responding to it. They say that, look here, it's a free market, so why should we be stopped from doing business with the Adani group? That's a very simple line that the DMK has taken on this matter. They say that your party has been favoring the Adani group. But as I see in terms of the numbers, the kind of investment that the Adani group has actually done, they've done far more than what they have done it in a BJP-ruled state too. Siddharth Yadav, your position on this matter?
No, I think the only question that the DMK should answer today is, why have the double standards? When you have to call in investments and you are inviting companies, the country becomes a free country. We are a democratic country. Anybody can participate. But if in any other part which is ruled by the BJP, if the same is done, then you would say, no, this is favoring, that is favoring. Why build this propaganda? When you yourself are giving more than 40,000 crores to one conglomerate, why would you say that when the same is done by any other party, it is being favoring? And I don't know what 10 paisa per acre, facts my friend from DMK has been reading. I think the first time the 10 paisa figure had come up was in 1993 when the Congress government had given 10 paisa per square meter, even then, not even acre, per square meter to the Adani group. and it was a large chunk of land that was given. Nowhere 10
That was
paisa
in
per acre for
2015.
60,000 acres is 6,000 rupees. You're telling me that 6,000 rupees the land has been given. But forget that. 4 rupees, more than 4 lakh crore of investment has been done in Mundra port. If businesses are booming in this country, if people are coming in and investing our money, if our business houses are growing and making more opportunities come in the country, why do you want to make that a big propaganda just for your political gains? Why can't you celebrate sometime with the country? But leave that. You have gone to all levels. You hijacked the session of the parliament because of this. Nothing happened. Now suddenly that issue is gone. One of your parliamentarians now sacked out of the parliament, Mahua Moitra of your alliance. She had now, it has come to open light that she was taking directions from other competitors and asking specific questions and building this narrative on the behest of others. Now that has also come to light. You went to the court. The court has also rejected, or in this entire matter, that the SEBI is investigating, that is fine. But you are not stopping the propaganda that you are trying to build in, and it's very unfortunate. Because for the opposition or for the, I think for the ruling government, it is the responsibility of every citizen of this country that no business house, no individual, no common person, nobody in this country who dreams big, who wants to do something, who's making business happen, who's making opportunities come, should be disencouraged, and such people, these business houses or anybody who's trying to build such business are left to vultures like the opposition party. You are just trying to eat everything up because of your own political gains and nothing else. This is a proven fact. You have no answer why you are giving it. Every state, Congress will give it in Rajasthan, DMK will give in Tamil Nadu, every party will give in their own state. But everywhere else, you have to build a narrative. That is the problem. There is no allegation that you can prove. There is nothing that, there is no allegiance that you can actually prove. But there's only this false propaganda and narrative that you're trying to build. But the people of this country are very smart and they know what the answer is.
Can I
Narendra, answering your question with regards to the land parcel that you're referring to and the CAG is reference to was the in principle approval that was given back in 2009, that too by the Ministry of Environment and Forest. The question that I'm asking you again, and what Siddharth Yadav is again and again responding to, is the fact that half of the allegations that have been leveled against this particular group, today the Supreme Court has made it abundantly clear that SEBI is the competent authority on this entire matter. So much so that there's no requirement of an independent probe. So these allegations that have been leveled by a vested short seller, can that be taken on face value? And your government seems to have no problem with doing business with them, but you seem to sing a different tune again and again whenever you are asked about the Adani group. Just like Shyam Prasad Mekka's party. Shyam Prasad Mekka's party is even better. I'll come to him a little later. But Narendra, first respond to what Siddharth Yadav had to say.
See, Siddharth Yadav said that we are giving them 40,000 crores. No, they are coming up an investment of 40,000 crores. Again, he didn't discern what we are trying to say. DMK per se has never been against industrial growth. That is why Tamil Nadu is one of the industrial states in India. Right? Industrial states in India, because we want industries to come from DMK and ADMK have been ruling Tamil Nadu since 1967 successively. So we want industries to come. What we are against is creation of oligarchy, preference given to one conglomerate over the other. That is what we are against.
Why are you preferring Adani? You tell me that.
I'll give you an example. Adani's wealth. How much has it grown? Adani's wealth in 2014 was $8 billion. After Prime Minister Modi came to power, it's now $140 billion. How? After COVID, Adani's wealth each day increased by 2,000 crores.
It is only
day.
how, because
at the same time,
your government is giving him business, he's doing business and earning.
Died because
is your 40,000 crore not forming share of this business?
Gentlemen, can I just also get the Congress party in it? Narendra, you responded to the BJP. Let me also just quickly break it the Congress party. Shyam Prasad Mekka, you find yourself in a very interesting position. When it comes to Gautam Adani, the former Chief Minister of Rajasthan did not have a problem. So much so even Rahul Gandhi had to accept it. Just about a few days ago, Karan Adani has this meeting with the Chief Minister of Telangana, Revant Reddy. We speak to the IT Minister. IT Minister says, look here, what's the problem? He's after all a businessman. We are meeting. If there are investment prospects, then nothing like it. If that's the case, why don't you tell this to Mr. Rahul Gandhi that everyone wants to do business. Everyone wants the state to prosper. So when Dharani Dharan is saying that, look here, it is a free market, so it should be allowed, fair enough, that's a fair argument. But then he'll also have to tell Mr. Udayanidhi not to make the further comments that he essentially means. Your case is completely different. Your case is like this, that Jaipur mein kuch bolo, Delhi mein kuch aur bolo.
No, see, simple thing is, what are we asking? Are we asking to ban Adani? No, right? Are we being judgmental? Unlike BJP, we are not judgmental. We are asking for a fair, free, transparent inquiry into some of the questions that we raised. As simple as that. Since we are not judgmental, we still do business with them. But in the deals that we make or our governments make, if there are any questions, please go ahead and raise it. Our friend Siddharth Yadav, I was amused. So the vehemence with which he is defending Adani, I haven't seen it even when he is defending BJP. What is the question? So you mean to say, oh, okay, you have a question on Adani, don't do business with Adani. No, sorry, we are not like BJP. We are not prejudgmental. We believe in the systems of this country.
You are also defending.
We believe in the institutions of this country.
You are saying that if there is a problem with us, if there is a problem in the deal, then come and question us. So says Siddharth Yadav also. Siddharth Yadav is saying that, look here, where are the allegations? You are telling me that we are favoring
I will
the
tell
Adani
you.
group.
I will tell
Show
you.
me the proof.
You are
the
talking
CAG
about
report that you are referring to, the CAG refers to the case which dates back to 2009. You know, in principle, approval that was given by the Ministry of Environment and Forests.
Yeah, let me also make one point. See, you are masquerading this thing as let everybody be prosperous. Oh yes, we want everybody to be prosperous. We want the country to be prosperous, but the prosperity should not be in the hands of a few oligarchic elements. Now, tell me, I have nothing against if Mr. Adani or anybody grows too rich, becomes a billionaire. I have no problem. But for the benefit of your viewers, I am asking a question. If you invent something, if there is some sea change in the technology, suddenly you become rich, I can understand that. What was the inventions done by Adani and his group while becoming so rich? Only the contacts within the government and the crony capitalism. What did they do? Why weren't there any other contractors in this country who can do the same business? Why were all the ports?
Mr. Dharani Dharan still has a nuanced argument here.
Why were all the coal mines?
You are accusing of crony capitalism. Karthi Chidambaram makes the same argument that it is crony capitalism. But then your chief ministers do not have a problem. When Ms. Mahua Moitro, from the party that she represents, you have Mr. Adani sitting on the front row with the Chief Minister of West Bengal. Then Ms. Mahua Moitro also does not have a problem. You have gone a step ahead. You are accusing of crony capitalism. Then is Mr. Revant Reddy not, indulging in crony capitalism?
He is doing a transparent business. Raise any question if you have. Let BJP ask the questions to the Telangana government. Why not? Why not you ask a question? Why are you so afraid of asking a question when Adani is involved? I'm asking the BJP.
I'm not afraid. I asked the question to Mr. Siddharth Yadav. I asked to Mr. I am not afraid. The reason why here, I'm very clear about it. As far as the probe is concerned, who is bigger? The Supreme Court simply says that, look here, there is no requirement of a CBI probe, an independent SIT probe. The Supreme Court has made it very clear. Mr. Dharani Dharan has been referring to the CAG report. We have already responded to the CAG report. Fair enough, if there are any allegations against the Adani group, let there be an investigation. Today, there is no need for it. The fact of the matter is that the interest of the short seller is also now being questioned. Hindenburg's malicious interest is something that the Supreme Court is referring to. Supreme Court gives the green signal to the government of India, says that look into the interest of the short seller. You are intelligent enough to respond to the fact that there is a pattern as far as the short seller is concerned. Mr. Dharani Dharan, last word to you.
No, very quickly.
Give me 10 seconds to respond.
Still, the disparity of income.
93 is not, it was given from 2005 to 2008.
Political issue
right?
in this country. We will do that.
Okay.
And again, you have to understand, Adani, under Adani, there has been a lot of influence given by Modi government, and we are against that. And most of this will come not just in Hindenburg report, but in other reports too.
Respond to what was said.
Siddharth, quick response. Siddharth, quick response.
Yes.
I need to end this. We're running
My
short
friend
of
was
time now.
from Congress. I'll just take 10 seconds. My friend from Congress was saying, what have they invented that why they are becoming so rich? Why ask us, sir? They are a public listed company. Go and inquire. But when they do a deal in Telangana, BJP should go and find out a problem in that. But anywhere else, BJP has to answer why are they becoming rich? You check out the deals.
I'm sure this is not going to end. All the opposition parties would certainly enjoy. Shyam Prasad Becker, the Karnataka government, as per the economic advisor of the chief minister, says that it's becoming difficult to run the state. Perhaps there will be a requirement of more investment. Let's see what really happens in the state of Karnataka also. But thank you very much, Siddharth Yadav, Dharendra Dharan, as well as Shyam Prasad Becker for joining us on the trending burning question. On the other side, the big debate coming up with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami.
Powered by Reva University, a social impact multidisciplinary university. Century Ply Club Prime, Raho Befikar. ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel, India बनाऊंगा मैं, बनेगा भारत.
कुछ महीने पहले मेरे दोस्त की हेल्थ अचानक खराब हुई और कुछ दिनों में ही उसकी डेथ हो गई। उसने पॉलिसी बाजार से टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिया हुआ था। मैंने पॉलिसी बाजार को कांटेक्ट किया। उनकी टीम ने क्लेम दिलाने में उसकी पेरेंट्स की पूरी हेल्प की।
क्लेम के टाइम पे आपकी हेल्प के लिए हमेशा तैयार। पॉलिसी बाजार, 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 470 रुपए महीने से शुरू।